What's cracking, y'all? Hey, let me know if the sound is good or if the live stream is choppy. We still don't know if we have to deal with that. What up, True Knowledge? So, counting on y'all to let me know about the sound and if we in choppy waters, the choppy waters of YouTube. What up, Summer Breeze? What else we got? Been bringing y'all in slow. I don't see nobody in here. It says it's 10 people in the chat, but I only see 4 people. There we go. London Show. What's cracking? Melanated Mastery. King Lemuel Productions. Jay Bird. Elijah Alamek Bay. Wayne Hicks. Brian Bennett. What up? Ishmael Timbo. Miss Cherry. What's cracking? Seriousness. What was that? Damn. Serious Nas 1. I think that's Serious Nas 1. DD. What's cracking? Tracy S. Bro L. Wise. What's cracking? Jason Rivers. Ron Spinks. What's cracking? Excuse me. Aaliyah Bay. WDMA Warrior. What's cracking? Neon Black. Showing up. Showing up. Who's the meanest? Showing up. Who's the prettiest? What's cracking? Showing up. Travis Bailey. Travion McClinton. Demarius Willis. What up, Leo Fire? Part of the Fire Brotherhood, or the Sisterin, either one. One Immaculate, what's cracking? Dwayne Williams. Kimberly Bell, what up? Jamar D, Furious Daps, Flytown 614. This is J Nature, Immortal 9. Kevin Corbin, what up, namesake? Catherine Ann, what's going on? Norval Jones. By G Mac? What's cracking? Flexheart Mozart. Chuck Diesel. Jake God. I'm a G, me too. Empress Raguba, what's cracking? Broderick Enoch, what up, brother? Born Again 2020, that's what's up. And Funny Herring, what's cracking, everybody in the chat? So, is the sound good and am I choppy? I need to know both of those things. We good? We good? I don't see. Can y'all hear me? Is the sound good? Nobody is saying nothing. All right, you good? All right, for sure. We Gucci? All right, for sure. No, yo, Zaid. Oh, appreciate you on the Cash App. Thank you, Zaid. Or Zaid. I think it's Zaid, but Zaid, appreciate you for the Cash App. Chicken Shawarma donations. Remember, everybody, they demonetized me, so if you want to show some support, you got to hit me on the Cash App. That's Real Nagas, the number 9. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Project Enoch. Appreciate you on the Chicken Shawarma donation. That's the Shawarma donation button. We talked about it last week. We renamed it the Shawarma donation button. So appreciate y'all for that. Again, YouTube has demonetized me, so you know we got to do what we got to do to get around YouTube and let them know they can't stop us as a community. They can't do nothing to us. They're trying to stifle my speech. They're trying to shut your boy down. We got to show them, baby. Appreciate everybody who hitting the Cash Apps. Anybody who ordered police stop law packages, your package is out. Assalamu alaikum. It's out of here. You should have got an email that it's in the mail, so it should be to you shortly. So appreciate you guys on the support on that. And while supplies last, I'm still going to give you guys that deal. I have a few more flashcards. So again, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, everybody, I'm going to hook you guys up with the police stop law package. Now you should be ordering this because this is everything about your melanin you should know. And I'm the only place you can get this book. Sorry. Anybody else got this information other than you copied it from me? Let me see it. But right here, nobody has more information. This is all the studies of all the countries in the world have been doing on your melanin. So show me somebody who got bigger study than that. Boom. Right there. You should be ordering that. But if you do, bam. You know, you get all of this right here. You get the whole police stop law package, constitutional rights card, qualified immunity card, and notice. And I'm still going to hook you up with the 5 decks of flashcards right here. I have a few more flashcards left so I can hook you guys up. And again, they demonetized me, so this is how we have to do right now. We have to go other routes. So again, you get all of this if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research at realnagas.com. Again, realnagas.com. Appreciate you guys for supporting. All right, that's the big chicken shawarma donation button. And right here, if you want to learn the law for free, bam, like everybody else is doing, don't get left behind. When we come up with this 1 million Johnny Cochran army that we about to have, and you be like, damn, man, I was hearing about this shit the longest. Kevin was talking about that for 3 years. I could have joined. My mind was, what is that, your higher self was telling you to join, and you just kept not listening, flicking the channel, trying to find the game. Or you was here flicking through YouTube or doing something else when you should have been over here. Should be over here, right here, baby. Get you one of these beautiful certifications. That's the deal. You sign up, we teach you for free. But the commitment is you get one of these certifications and then you take this information out back to the community and you spread it amongst the people, your family, your friends, everybody. And that's how we're going to get to this 1 million Johnny Cochrans, because it's needed. It's coming in the future. This law, you're going to have to get in the game, everybody. Again, you can't act like I'm just in it, not of it. I'm just in it, not of it. This is going to pass me by. All of this stuff that the establishment is doing is going to pass me by. I'm going to be fine. Well, hey, you are a part of this stuff. So if you sit and you don't do anything to put that energy out into the universe that you're not a part of that, the universe will you get caught in the sweep. So again, we have to put out the requisite energy that we want in order to counterbalance, to counteract. Not even counterbalance, to counteract the other stuff that they're doing. So that's learning the law, because they have seen lawfare works, and they're going to come after you 50 ways from Sunday using the law. And if you want to bypass all of that, if you want to be able to get through that with no problems, be able to swim through this muck of law that it is, you had no better place to teach you than right here. So again, knowyourrightsfoundation.org or KYRF.org for the short URL. And we're going to teach you the law for free. Shout out to all the people who got one of these already. We about to do it, baby. Appreciate y'all. And then, y'all already know, we got the juices from the homie Timmy Tight Top right here. This the green lemonade, cucumber, romaine, spinach, kale, lemon, ginger, apple, and pear. On the chain right there. The super sweet joint right here. This is the delicious Be Fearless with the apple, pear, lemon, ginger, and cayenne. Bam. This is off the chain. Then we got the creamy apple crunch, the detox. Flush the system. That celery and that apple. Don't leave the house. Stay close to the bathroom if you order one of these. This is the celery, apple, and carrot. So, telling you, the celery, even the carrot. That's all of that. That's the flush the system right there. So, if you got problems, you know what I'm saying, you want to get that out, want to clean the system out, get that right there. And then if you just want to sit back and enjoy the sun and sip on this drink right here. This is the Energy Strawberry Lemonade. Strawberry, apple, pear, and lemon. Right here. Boom. Hook it up, sit back, throw your sunglasses on, let the day roll by as you watch the sunset, sipping on your strawberry lemonade right there. So get it if you want any of those drinks. He has it at Weed Juice. You can call the homie Timmy Tight Top. He will hook you up. 323-776-2587. Again, 323-776-2587. He has the weight loss program, detox programs, all these different things that you can jump on, and he'll hook you up. If you're doing the Yaki Awakening, people who have been on Yaki Awakening have been calling Timmy Tight Top to get some of those juices so they can stay on the system. They don't cheat. So he's out here hooking everybody up. So make sure you give him a call and support. Appreciate y'all on that. And all the links are in the description box. They don't let me because they took away my what they call it, advanced features. So you can't click to outside links, but they should still be in there. I don't know if you can see them all the way, but you should be able to see that. The links for realnagas.com and knowyourrightsfoundation.org. So if you don't, you should remember those. All right, everybody. Oh, also my alternative channels, because we don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to be good. I'm trying to be good. I'm on probation for 90 days, so we'll see. So I'm trying to be good, but yo, Kevin Corbin, always hooking me up, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. That's 2 chicken shawarma dinners. Appreciate you, brother. Man, appreciate that. But so they took away my advanced features. So again, I'm trying to be good. So don't know what I'm gonna say because I'm I'm channeling a lot of this information most of the time. So you never know what's gonna come through. So again, if you wanna make sure you stay up on me if they shut this channel, if they do something to this channel. Not that we don't want to put that out into the universe, but in case we need to go to another channel, make sure you click on the links in the description box for the other channel. That's the Dragon MOOR and Naga Nerds, the other channels. Also, please make sure you sign up for the Know Your Rights Foundation channel, the YouTube channel we just started. We have some crazy animations that we're getting ready to put on there. We're in the work, man. When y'all see these animations, nobody has stuff like this right now. We're about to kill the game with our animations, and these are about police stop law. These are about police stops and all kind of different, constitutional law that you can learn. But man, they look better than Pixar. I'm trying to say, look better than Grand Theft Auto. these animations look better than Grand Theft Auto or Pixar. I'm telling you, they're off the chain. And when you see them, y'all gonna love them. So make sure you subscribe to the Know Your Rights Foundation YouTube channel so you can see those when we drop them. Coming very, very soon. We've been working on them, and the homie Reggie, he's been working on them for months. I've been getting in there, checking them out this week, and so they look incredible. So shout out to you, Reg. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Oh, also really quick, the Patreon. If you guys want to sign up to the Patreon and you want to learn your status, how to change your status so that you can have 1 foot in the system, 1 foot out of the system, because basically this is how you take yourself out of the jurisdiction of the government. Because police stop law, we only learn about police stops law, which will take care of 99% of most police interactions. But when the government comes after you, you want to have your status changed and corrected so that they have no jurisdiction over you. So if you want to do that, please go to patreon.com/realnagas and sign up to one of those channels. Christopher Ellis, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. He said, turn the fan off. Boys, you lost your damn mind. It is 99 degrees. I'll turn this damn live stream off before I turn the fan off. You crazy. You better be glad I'm even doing this live stream today. It's 90. It was 101 degrees yesterday. It's going to be 100 degrees today and 104 tomorrow. So appreciate you, Christopher Ellis, but I ain't turning no fan off, my nigga. But again, if you want to get over and change your status, patreon.com/realnagas. Sign up for one of the status class levels, and at the highest level, I will give you the paperwork when you're able to explain it. Because again, we're building up this this 1 million Johnny Cochran army. I need a law army. And so I need to do everything I need to do to get you guys there. So when you're able to explain the paperwork, I will give it to you for free, and you'll be on your way. So appreciate you guys for signing up. Also, if you want to just join the Please Stop Law classes without having to join the Know Your Rights Foundation, you can sign up to the Patreon channel and sign up to the Please Stop Law class level. And then you can get into those classes which are every Sunday. And they're pretty long classes. We go about 5 hours. I know you've seen them. You've seen me do them here on live stream on Sunday sometime, and those classes go long and they're pretty fun. So if you want to join, get in, talk crazy, but learn the law, make sure you get over there, patreon.com/realnagas. All right, everybody. Comma chameleon. Comma chameleon. Come and go. We got to talk about comma chameleon. Got to talk about it because they trying to take over America with comma chameleon. So she having a bad week. Comma chameleon is having a pretty bad week after that interview with her emotional support Caucasian, her emotional support whitey, who came to an interview with her and didn't answer but 2 questions, but he sat there just to make sure. And I think she was drunk or on some Xanax, or she had something going on, because she was she was a little off. She was a little gone. So I think he was there just to make sure that she didn't just drink, you know. And I want to let her 1 million people in the country a month. She's probably drunk as hell. And that nigga was there to keep her. Hey, calm your ass down, girl. Hey, we got. But she been having a bad week after that interview, So now people are calling her weak because of how she looked during the interview. Again, having her emotional support Caucasian, having to have him there. Like, if you're going to be president, why did you need this? And Stephen A. Smith even tried to say something like that. Well, I don't never listen to Stephen A. Smith, but he came up with a good point. I guess the sun shines on the dog's ass some days. Broken clock is right twice a day. So even Stephen A., he came out and he was like, you look weak. You look weak sitting there, having to have him there with you by your side. You're going to be the president of the United States, which is true. How the hell are you going to sit with Putin, which is one of the most strategic gangster minds that's ever ran a country in history? You gonna sit with that nigga? Kamala Harris? We gonna put Kamala with Putin, and everything gonna be all right. Okay, even Putin came out and said, I want Kamala to win. And nigga like, who I choose? I choose the black woman. I choose the first black woman president, Kamala. Like, you want Kamala to win? Nigga, we sure not gonna do shit now. Like, if Putin wants Kamala to win, you know damn well that she's the weakest candidate. Of course you don't want to. And he came out and tried to act like it was gonna be, historic for America, and he was behind that and all that. He wanna have a beer with Kamala. He trying to pull out all the bullshit stops, everybody. He pulling it all out. Nigga, you know damn well he's gonna walk all over Kamala in one of those meetings. Soon as she only 5'2", first off. Let's get that straight. She only 5'2", so she ain't intimidating nobody. And she's not like, she doesn't have like, I've heard from or reports from her staff that she's pretty crazy. She be talking crazy and be cursing people out behind the scenes, but we haven't seen anything like, we haven't seen any signs of that, her being a little gangster in public. Not really. I mean, she may try to play the strong black woman thing every now and then, but we haven't really seen any signs of her being that gangster. And you want to put cackling Kamala, cackling Kamalian into the ring with Putin? Yeah, America would be gone. America would be absolutely out of here at that point. If we gotta rely on her. So in the interview, Dana Bash asked Kamala about being black. Did y'all see that part? About Trump challenging her blackness? Trump has challenged your blackness. What do you have to say, Kamala? She was like, she was like, nothing to say, same old, let's keep it moving. Wait a minute, you don't wanna, you had perfect time to claim your blackness right here, right now on CNN. This is the perfect time for you to stand on the goddamn table with your little tiny ass and scream, I'm a strong black woman. And she said, I'm good. I'm straight, I'm cool. I don't need to. That's because she know damn well she has never, ever, ever claimed to be a sister. And when we say black, we mean American black. Because there's a lot of blackness. Well, I don't like to say black, again, melanated. So I mean American melanated, because that's a different mentality. That's a whole different mentality. If you from America, melanated, we set the trend culture around the world. Sorry, everybody else in the world, but American melanated people set the trend cultures for around the world. Hip hop, just gangsters in the hood, period. If you go look at any gangsters in any hood around the world ever, they all copying the gangsters from America. The hood gangsters from America, not the white gangsters, not the Gambinos and you know what I'm saying, the Gottis and the Gang. They ain't copying them. Them was real gangsters. They're not copying them. They any gangsters in the hood. Look at these the Venezuelan gangs we're gonna talk about in a minute. They look like niggas from here. They look exactly like niggas from right here. And so we set the trend for around the damn world, American niggas. And so she not one of them. She grew up in Canada. She grew up in Canada. Her whole damn life. She was born here. But then her mama said, hey, we got to bounce. They offered me a badass job up in Canada, girl. We about to go make this paper. So mama bounced up to Canada. So 12, what is it? Kindergarten to 12th grade. That's pretty much your whole forming of your cultural mind. When you're in kindergarten to 12th grade, that's when you form your culture and how you act and react around people and do all that. That was Canada. However, there's always a however. She did come over here and went to Howard in college. So there's some things been going around about her accent. Did y'all see the thing going around? She been going to these rallies, and when she get with the melanated people, and she be talking with the accent, she be talking with the little southern, the little twang. She be like, you better thank a union member for vacation time. You better thank a union member. And then when she get around the Caucasians, you need to thank union members for vacation time. You need to thank union members for the work schedule. You need to thank union members. She's like, wait a minute, girl. What happened to the nigga slang? What happened to Kamala? Kamala. When she get around the white folks, she Kamala. When she get around the nigga, she Kamala. Because again, this is how melanated people would say her name if she was really black. If she was really melanated, so-called black, we ain't black. But if she was so-called American melanated, she would say her name Kamala, like every other melanated person in the hood say her name. We can't even attempt to say it another way, because we put the in the language, we put the emphasis first on the accent on the first part of the word. Kamala. She's doing Kamala. They're putting the accent at the end on the LA. We put it on the KA. Where Kamala at? Kamala got my money. Hey, tell Kamala to give me two Coca-Colas from the store when she come back. That's how we would say her name. So she get around the Caucasians. You better thank a union member for vacation time. Round the nigga, you better thank a union member. You better get on your goddamn knees, boy. I'm like, wait a minute. And again, they call it the code switching, or now I don't necessarily think it's code switching. Well, it could be, because melanated people, we always talk about your interview voice. Every melanated person, you know damn well you pronounce your INGs in the interview. You pronounce your ERs. you know damn well most of you melanated, y'all don't go in there. See, like I said, go in there, but you would be like, I don't go in there. See, that's how we say it when we get into the job, the interview. I never go there. When we get at the home, I ain't never been there. Now, people saying she fake. I'm gonna offer a different take on it. I don't think she's fake when she's doing the melanated accent, y'all. And hear me out. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I don't believe she's faking it. Because even though she grew up in Canada, even though she is married to a Khazarian right now, from Howard, she got here from Howard, all the way till she married the Khazarian. I think, well, first of all, we know for sure she was getting tapped by brothers. She was getting tapped by brothers. Any brother who has been with any other race of a person and you have tapped it for a minute, you know, even if it's the same race, you know they start acting like you and talking like you after a minute. So I think she was getting tappulated by the brother. She was getting Bangladeshed by the brothers at Howard. Then Montel Williams. Then what's your boy, the San Francisco mayor, what's his name? Willie Brown. And all of that in between, she been getting the smash down from some melanated eggplant. Some highly melanated eggplant. So I think it rubbed off on her a little bit. And she probably talked like that when she comfortable. I'm just saying. I've seen it before. I've seen the woman start talking like the brother. You be like, where you from? Like, I'm from Maine. You from Maine? Why you talk like that? Oh, I've been with Darnell. Me and Darnell been together for about 10 years, and you know. Like, wait a minute, you Darnell? You and Darnell? Oh, okay. No, I got it. She been with Darnell, y'all, for about 10 years. Okay. So I think Kamala has had a Darnell somewhere. She done had a Ray. She done, you know what I'm saying? She done had a Tyrone or a Terrell. She done had one of them tapping it. And I think it rubbed off on her, y'all. Just saying. That's just my take. He said, now, yeah, Ray, goddammit. You know she done been up there, Ray done walked up on Kamala. She used to that Canadian rap. She wasn't ready for when a nigga slid up on him like, hey, goddamn, girl, what's happening, baby? They don't talk like that in Canada. She probably just slid it right on off immediately. Hey, we don't know. I'm just speculating. Just saying. But now she about to do an interview with Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley. Are we gonna learn anything from that interview? Are we going to learn anything from that interview with Ricky Smiley? Ricky Smiley, who came out crying. Thank you, Roger Roche. She said Kamala slept with Sweet Daddy Williams. Roger Roche said Kamala slept with Sweet Daddy Williams. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, we don't know. I'm just saying, Roger Roche, we don't know. I believe, though, at Howard, you telling me, because Kamala is attractive. So you trying to tell me no brothers was trying to slip up on that when she was at Howard? Please. What? You got to be kidding me. Them niggas at Howard was damn sure trying to slide up in Kamala. Hell goddamn yeah. I damn sure believe that. So I believe it rubbed off. But Ricky Smiley, this fool who was crying, we gotta vote for her, strong black woman. She's an AK. She's from Howard University. He said Ricky Smiley is boule. Oh yeah, Kamala's boule. So most of the people supporting her are boule, just to be honest, or coonlays. I call them. Remember the word I came up with them for coonlays. they the coonlay. But so Ricky Smiley is not gonna do anything. She's doing these softball interviews again, trying to hide until the election, which is not gonna work. Like, first of all, just to understand, I know y'all probably don't even understand what communism is at this point because they haven't talked about communism. When I was a kid, communism was everywhere, especially movies and all over the place. They talked about, you're a communist, you commie bastard, blah, 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 all that, right? You saw that in them, you're a fucking commie. So we came up with that shit all the time. But in the later years, they kind of went off of that because America kind of got into a utopia. Soviet Union fell. They weren't as big of a threat to America. So the commie talk kind of died down for a long time. But so a lot of people in America don't even know what communism is. They don't even understand what it is and how to fuck your whole government up. What up, Miss Jeannie? Ain't gonna be no election. You don't think it's gonna be no election? Hey, we don't know. Never know. I don't know what's gonna happen to stop it, but hey, we'll see. But communism is basically government rule over the people. Now, most people will tell you communism is the people, the working party people own everything. That's what they'll tell you. The labor party, the labor community, of the community, they own everything. That's not true. That's not what communism is. It ain't the people own everything. It's that in theory. It's that in theory. However, the people are controlled by the government. So the government, they're the ones who run every goddamn thing, control everything. I told you about the movie Tetris. If you haven't gone to see Tetris, it's on Apple TV, about the dude who created Tetris. Made it with his own mind and his own hands on his own computer. But when he wanted to sell the rights, who had to go? What did the people who wanted to buy the rights? Where did they have to go? They had to go to the Russian government and get the rights. The dude who made it that nigga was sitting at home with his kids, niggas watching TV, like while there was some big ass deals going on with the government trying to buy his shit. He was at home just popping. They had no say in it whatsoever. So the government controls the production of the people. And so even Kamala came out and she said that we can we can take people's patents. So taking people's patents, you know, a patent, when you create something, when you invent something, you go get it patented so nobody else can steal your shit. She said the government can take people's patents. Then she reiterated, she said, we can do that. Basically trying to reassure, like, who are you reassuring with this talk? Nobody is behind you when you talking like this. We can take people's patents. What the fuck would we want you to take people's patents for? Well, if they don't comply, if they don't go along with the government, if they don't get with the program, then this is the mechanisms of control we can put on them. We can take their patents. Like, bitch, you don't get your ass out of here. So she's not, you know, she has no policies right now other than communism. So the reason you're seeing her her mess up a lot of, you know, or not a lot, but the interview that she went to, and she can't come out with policies right now because they want her, they're trying to make her seem like she's in the middle, right? She's in the middle as, you know, as an independent, and she has all of her policies are not super progressive, but she want to let millions and millions of people into the country. She don't want the border wall. She signed the vote. You know, the tie-breaking vote as the senator. I mean, as the vice president, she's the tiebreaker in the Senate. She signed the vote in order to increase your taxes. That includes taxes on tips. Now she don't want. Now she's trying to go back on that. Like, oh, fracking. She said she wanted to frack she wanted to stop the shit out of no fracking ever. Frack. Blah blah blah. Now she's off of fracking. So she done flipped on all of her stuff, which are truly crazy policies. That's going to destroy America, including the one about taxing unrealized gains. Y'all know about that. This is important. Y'all don't know about the taxation of unrealized gains that she wants to do. So what is that? Taxation of unrealized gains is stock or a business that you've started that gains value, but you haven't cashed out on that value yet. So again, you buy some stocks from, you know, let's say Disney or, you know, or anybody else. Not Disney. Please don't buy no damn Disney stock. That was a bad example. But if you buy some Tesla stock, you know, or something like that, and you know your Tesla stock goes up thousands and thousands of dollars, but you haven't cashed out on the stock. It's just in paper. You didn't make, so you've invested what? Let's say you invested what do you say? Oh, thank you, Roger Rose. He said Kamala can eat a porcupine. He said EAPD. I'm like, what the hell is EAPD? Kamala can eat a porcupine. That's hilarious. But that's funny as hell. She can eat a porcupine dick. That's gonna kill her. But unrealized gains. So you've gained, say you invested $5,000 in Tesla. Tesla, when they had a good month, you made $10,000 off the stock. You now owe tax on that $10,000 without cashing out. You don't have the money, but you got to pay the tax on that. That's crazy. Because you would usually pay it once you cash out. You pay it with the money the gains you made. So this is why this is important for y'all to understand the law, because taxes, income tax is unlawful. There is no law that requires you to pay income tax. And the case, the Supreme Court case that allows you to keep your money within stock and be untaxable is the same case that said there was no new taxing laws in the 16th Amendment. So the 16th Amendment is supposed to create new taxing laws, right? Where the government can tax you directly, income tax, right? Because to tax you, the tax had to be apportioned. That means spread out amongst the 50 states. If I'm going to tax you directly, if the government is going to tax you directly, then they have to take that money and divide it up between the states. right? That's the law. So that's why they can't, income tax is a direct tax on you. So that's supposed to be unconstitutional. So they created the 16th Amendment where they said that they could tax you directly, right? Incomes of the people or whatever. So then after that amendment, the Supreme Court came out in a case called Eisner versus Macomber. And in Eisner versus Macomber, it actually was dealing with stock. So it basically was breaking down how if stock hasn't been cashed out, then you can't tax stock. And that the 16th Amendment didn't give the government any new taxing power, which means if you didn't have the power to tax me, directly tax me before the 16th Amendment, you don't have the power now after the 16th Amendment. That was the Eisner versus Macomber case. Again, got all this shit just all up in here. So, yo, KBL, appreciate you. Thank you, KBL. For the Cash App. So Eisner versus Macomber again says they can't tax you now. So with her coming up with this unrealized gains tax, it would eventually be taken to court and be ruled out because they've already ruled on it. Said you can't do it in the Eisner versus Macomber case. But this is what she wants to do, is to tax the crap out of you. Now, just to show you how messed up that would be, if you're a startup company, like a startup tech company, and then these startup tech companies, they gain crazy valuations. Like, as soon as they start off, they gain crazy valuations like 5 billion, just even if this is like $250 million valuation, when they come out $1 billion valuation, something like Facebook, billions of dollars valuation when they went public. So if that's the case, then if as a startup company, if my company gains value and I go to a $1 billion valuation, let's just say $1 billion valuation, I don't have that money. That's on paper. That's on paper. I'm rich than a motherfucker. Hey nigga, hey, look, sandwiches for everybody. Like nigga, chicken shawarma for everybody. On paper. In real life, man, that nigga come for that chicken shawarma bill and be like, here you go, brother. My contribution. I don't actually have the money right now per se. However, on paper, I'm balling. They have to pay a tax on that valuation if it goes up to 5 billion, whatever it goes up. That's going to ruin companies. That's going to ruin them. No one is going to want to start create a startup company if they have to pay out the tax on the valuation, because they go in the hole. They don't take their money out immediately. They wait till it builds. And then, when they start cashing out some of their own stock, that's when they get the cash back. Then they'll pay off that. They pay taxes on that. But this is going to suck. So, not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but that's what she wants. Yeah, chicken shawarma for everybody, Roger Rowe. Chicken shawarma for everybody, baby. On paper, though. See, on paper, I can pay for everybody chicken shawarma. If I go here, nigga, I'm digging in the black hole. Digging in a cavern. Like nigga playing Crambone, have you heard? Mama gonna buy me a mockingbird. I'm playing Crambone on these pockets. But so then, still with Kamala, did you see the zesty fruitopian beta males? The beta male Democrats, let me say, they started to lash out against the alpha males. Did you see that? Did you see the TikToks of the zesty fruitopian betas? What'd you say? You said, Kevin, your fan sound like you outside and windy. Hey girl, again, it's 99 goddamn degrees in here. I can turn on noise cancellation. But it may sound like I'm muffled. Tell me what this sounds like. Oops. that better? Did it block out the fan? Okay, I tried, y'all. Hey, look, I told you it's 99 degrees. Hey, I'll stop this live stream before I stop that fan. Says a little bit, nah, no. Okay, well, I'm gonna take it off then if it don't stop it. Not good? Y'all can't? Nope. Y'all still hear the fan? Go back to how it was? Okay. All right, see? So, again, the zesty fruitopian Democrats. Let me see. All right. I turned it down some. But I may stop this damn live stream if I get hot. I'm just letting you know. So the zesty fruitopian Democratic males are going are having it out with the alpha males who are not of the Democratic side. So they were mad because people were saying if you are a Democrat, then you have to be as soft as wet cotton candy, basically. And they started getting mad because they, if you're a Democrat, you pretty much on the low testosterone side of the game. You pretty much on the low testosterone side of the game. And the low testosterone people, they took it a certain way. The low testosterone Democrats, they took it a certain way. And they saying you basically got to be as soft as cotton candy, and you probably like zesty mustard on your salads. So they got mad and they made TikToks talking about you ain't a real alpha male. An alpha male is this and blah 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 blah. An alpha male. Now, why did every person doing a TikTok? Why was they looking like they was on the on the fruitopian side of the game? Even the ones claiming to be heterosexual. I came up with my mother and my father, and I'm a real man. Wait, nigga, why you talk like that? No nigga with a lot of testosterone in his body talk like that. So there's a little war going on between the new alpha male and the old alpha male. There's a battle going on. They want the new alpha male to be some scrawny little pipe cleaner arm having skipping down the street with his rainbow shirt on. They want that to be the new alpha male. But it's not happening. So again, if you're a Democrat, you might be a little zestopian. Instead of zesty fruitopian, you might be a zestopian. Or fruitesty. Either one. You might be zestopian or fruitesty. But I'm here for the scrap though. I'm here to have it out, bitch ass motherfuckers. You want to talk crazy? I'm riding for the alphas. I'm triple alpha. You want to ride? Let's do it. No diddy. So moving along, did you hear Biden? Still with the political news. Biden says America has run out of weapons. America has run out of weapons. First off, they caught him going into the White House, and they asked him about the war or something like that. And he just happened to nobody asked him about weapons. This nigga just said, yeah, we got it, because I think they were talking about the Ukrainian war or whatever, and they had to try to bring it to a close. And then Biden just happened to let it spill. Yeah, you thought he was dead? Yeah, he might be. That might have been somebody else. He might be gone. That might have been somebody else. But his clone or his stand-in just had to say, yeah, we need to come to a close to this war because we're running out of weapons. Now, I ain't been a president ever, I've never been a president, never claimed to ever be a president. But as a president, I would think, and y'all let me know, are you supposed to let the enemy know that you running out of weapons? Are you supposed to say that out loud, even if you are running out of weapons? Are you supposed to be like, we are running out of weapons on national TV? What the hell are you doing? And you still got people in the military who need them damn weapons, but you're giving all the weapons to old Khazaria. We got new Khazaria, old Khazaria. But so you're giving them all the money and the weapons to old Khazaria and new Khazaria. For those who don't know, old Khazaria is Ukraine. And the people from there, the descendants from there, went and created a new state called Israel. So that's new Khazaria. So old Khazaria and new Khazaria are the ones who are getting all the weapons, right? Why are they getting all our goddamn weapons? Why are the Khazarians just draining America of weapons? So then if America needs weapons, if some shit goes down, they're gonna be like, shit, sorry. They're gonna be, somebody is gonna be patting their pockets looking for weapons. So Biden lost his damn mind, obviously, because the president is never supposed to tell you that you're out of weapons or tell the world that you're out of weapons. Yes, Joe is a zombie, but he let that slip. I'm telling you, that wasn't on purpose. If you watch the video, you can see it. He was walking off and he came back to answer a question. He wasn't about to answer a question. Somebody asked the nigga something about the Ukrainians, because there's reports that they're trying to, America is trying to talk Ukraine into a ceasefire. So they was asking him about that. Why are you trying to get Zelensky to do a ceasefire? And then he said, why are you trying to, why all of a sudden are you doing it? And then he said, because we're running out of weapons. And nigga's like, oh shit. So military, you should be extremely worried. America is giving all of its goddamn weapons away to the Khazarians. And if some shit goes down, we may be shit out of luck. Moving along, the DOJ still in political news. There's a lot of political news that popped off. But the DOJ chief of public affairs admitted on camera, but he didn't know he was on camera. It was one of these, the hidden camera activist journalists, where they basically got him hidden on the hidden camera. And he said that the Trump indictments are lawfare. He said all the DOJ coming after Trump, he said they're going to try to get him any way they can. Nina, thank you for the Cash App. Appreciate y'all hitting the Cash App, because they took out the super chat, trying to take your boy down. They trying to whip me, trying to string me up and whip me like Kunta Kinte, trying to make me say my name is Toby. I ain't gonna say it, you two. What's your name, boy? Real Nagas. What's your name, boy? Real Nagas. I don't even scream. Just do the Denzel with the one tear. They whooped the shit out of Denzel, didn't they? That nigga Denzel let that one tear drip down like, oh shit, Denzel, how you get one tear to come out your eye, nigga? That's some crazy shit. Anybody ever seen Glory? Denzel with the one tear? Goddamn, that was amazing acting. But I ain't giving in, YouTube. You can whip me all you want. Got Naga Nation right here, so appreciate you guys for supporting and hitting the Cash App in lieu of the Super Chat. Appreciate you guys. So The DOJ chief of public affairs was caught on camera trying to impress a girl and get some cootie. This is why he let it all out. He was trying to get a little cootie coo. And you know, when you're trying to get some cootie, you might say a little of anything. You know what I'm saying? Cootie's powerful. It's powerful, goddamn, it's powerful. Powerful, powerful stuff. Powerful. That's what Eddie Murphy said in powerful. Again, women and babies, the greatest thing the universe ever made. So he's trying to get him some cootie. You know, he a nerdy look. If you seen the dude, he nerdy looking dude with the bald heads or whatever. So, you know, ain't nobody throwing him no cootie like frisbees. This nigga lucky to get around it, and if he get a whiff of it, this nigga will tell he telling his bank account, you need my Switzerland account? What about my Cayman Islands account? What you need? Huh? Oh, you want to know the access code to the house in Tahoe? Okay, this nigga gonna be telling everything. When you a nerd, when you are like a political law nerd and you don't get no cootie, and he went to a party and this girl started looking him up and down like, and he was like, shit, you know what? The DOJ, fuck them. They want Trump. They trying to take Trump out, blah, blah. This nigga just started mouthing off. And she was like, she had a little mic right. Say it again. Here, please. What? What was that? She was putting the camera all on him and shit. This nigga came out and admitted it. Came out and straight admitted it. So he said he let it slip out that Trump was indicted because they were trying to get him out of the presidential race. On camera, he said this shit. They've been going after him. He said they'll do anything to get him. This is what he said. This is a quote. They'll do anything to get him. Whoa. This is a representative. Wait a minute. Who is the chief of public affairs? This nigga, this is the mouthpiece for the DOJ. Came out and said, boom. Then, when he was caught on tape, he was like, what? What I meant was, I was just trying to impress a girl, and I was just saying things to impress her. So I don't really believe any of that. I'm a whole supporter of the Department of Justice. Like, nigga, stop lying. You lying your ass. This nigga had to come out and give a statement. He had to release a statement. They was gonna make him release a statement because they may try to take that fool out. Everybody knows they trying to get Trump so that he doesn't get elected. But he came out and said it. The Department of Justice mouthpiece. Oh, nigga, you wasn't supposed to do that. So this nigga is scared for his life. This nigga looking over his shoulder every 2 seconds. Fucking his cat jump on the trash can. Nigga wife cooking bacon in the kitchen, the bacon started popping. This nigga this nigga is, hey, I don't know. Charlie J. Scott, man, thank you for the cash app, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, the donation on the chicken shawarma, because we don't do bacon. So, shout out to the Department of Justice cat, because, hey, we knew it. Now we have evidence for sure. Now, Trump may be able to use it, because he already came out and said it in one of the rallies. He said, because he saw that tape immediately, and Trump came out and said, see, it came on TV. He was on tape saying that he wanted to get me for lawfare. Trump using that shit. He came out using that. He jumped on it immediately. So, but then he had a little bit of good luck because he was supposed to be sentenced on the 18th. And so they came out and suspended his sentence. Yo, everybody, what the hell? It's 500 and something people in here. It's only 288. Y'all better take your shoes off before you come in here. Y'all know you know the drill. Don't walk in my dojo with your shoes on. Take your shoes off when you enter my dojo. Don't get choked out on the floor. That's hit the like button for anybody who's wondering what that means. It means hit the like button. I mean, just have some class when you enter. You don't track all the bull crap outside in here. Take your shoes off and take your place. Have a seat and let's get into it. But appreciate y'all for that. But Trump, again, he got his sentence suspended till after the election. Now, why did they do that? Because they was gonna send him to jail. There was already reports that Rikers Island was preparing space for him, trying to figure out the logistics of how to house the Secret Service. This was going down. But then something happened. The judge came out, the judge who sentenced him, who's a Biden supporter, his daughter fundraises for Biden. So this is as corrupt as you can get. You're gonna give me a damn Biden supporter judge and whose daughter who raises money, excuse me, for the president, and his DOJ is trying to persecute me. Okay. But why do you think that he suspended it? The dude who's for Biden, whose daughter raises money for Biden, why do you think he suspended the sentencing? I'm gonna tell you why. Well, this is what I think. Because obviously I don't know, because I'm not there with him. However, what I think is, if Trump goes to jail, how many of y'all think he gets elected immediately? Brandon Terry, thank you, brother, for the cash app. Appreciate y'all, man. Eat some good chicken shawarma this weekend. How many of you guys think that Trump gets elected immediately? As soon as the ballots open on November 5th, this nigga would have been voted president within 10 minutes. You put him in jail, everybody would be voting for him who's not a Democrat. I mean, you would have cats nigga going to vote. Meow. you would have all kind of animals, squirrels and shit. You would have everybody in there voting for Trump if you throw him in jail 2 months before the election. That literally says you trying to steal the election. And they would go and vote for him. So that nigga knew that. And then he says, well, we don't want to, what is the words he said? We don't want to cause any, damn it, because he said some bullshit. It was like cause some impropriety, or we don't want to be seen as trying to affect the election or whatever. Man, stop it. You know he was going to get voted. He was going to get voted in a landslide if you send him to jail. So he was like, we just going to hold off. We're going to hold off till after the election. Because I think if he gets elected, then he's going to get some type of immunity and not have to go in. If he doesn't get elected, I think they just going to give him, either like probation, suspended sentence, or like some probation, or at the very least like a house, what is that thing? The leg monitor? Give him like house arrest with the leg monitor. So, so I really think they're trying to see what happens. Yeah, they're going to try to put him on house arrest. So moving along, there's news reports that says the FBI allegedly colluded with Brazil to show them how to take down Elon Musk and Twitter. Because remember last week we talked about how the Supreme Court of Brazil ordered Elon into a meeting, or they had a mandate saying that he had to show up to court, and he said, nah, EAD, Also, they wanted him either to show up or they wanted him to appoint a representative of Brazil so they could lock that person up and hold that person hostage, basically, so that Elon Musk and Twitter would do whatever they wanted him to do, because now we have one of your employees hostage. So Elon was like, no, I'm not appointing anyone representative so you can throw that person in jail. I'm not about to appoint, literally, if he appoints somebody as representative, he's basically appointing somebody to go to jail. So he's like, I'm not gonna do that. So then, remember, they took Twitter down in Brazil, but people still using it. It's crazy. They've been on them VPNs using it. But excuse me. Also, they were using it through Starlink. Like, so you can use it, you can still use Twitter through Elon's Starlink. So they came after Starlink and shut down the bank accounts at Starlink, which is supposed to be illegal because those are two different companies. Starlink didn't violate anything. That's a completely different corporation that has no ties with Twitter. And they basically stopped him on that. Now, what they're saying is, or the word is that this is a test. They're testing to see how much they can go after people, what they call free speech absolutists, especially if you're a major in a corporation or something like that. They want to test how much they can go after you. So they can't really do it here in America, but they can see if they can get other corporations or other countries to mash on the American people from the outside. See, that's the deal. FBI, it's unconstitutional for the FBI to act on its citizens domestically, right? Like, they can't collude against you domestically. It's unconstitutional. So it's not unconstitutional for them to go to another government and say, hey, you want to know how to take this bitch ass nigga Elon down? Look, this is what you got to do. You got to do this, you got to bam, you got to bomb down there, then boom, you got to do all of that. Take this nigga out the game. So they went over there and told Brazil how to take out Elon and Twitter. And now Twitter is shut down in Brazil and France. So Twitter is shut down in Brazil, I think, and France. So they're going to try to see how many countries they can get Twitter shut down in. They don't want, again, they wanted it. It was their big golden goose. And then Elon came and jacked it. He came and stole it. That pissed them off. That pissed off all of them around the world. So now they want to destroy it if he's not going to capitulate and to their terms. So Elon told the Supreme Court justice, you look like Voldemort. Basically told him the EAD. It's pretty much something. It was something like that too. He posted a meme that basically told him he could go eat shit. It was something like that. Elon don't play. He told that nigga to go eat shit or to go fuck his own face or some shit. Like, it was something crazy like that. I think it was the meme from it was Tom Cruise when he played Les Grossman in Tropic Thunder. If y'all haven't seen Tropic Thunder, is one of the funniest movies. I don't give a shit what nobody say. I don't give a shit what nobody say. Tropic Thunder is one of the funniest movies ever. But so in Les Grossman, he didn't give a shit about nobody. And then he told the terrorist to literally go fuck your own face. He told him so. Elon posted that when they told him you better come to Brazil or else. And so he posted the meme of Tom Cruise as Les Grossman and tell him to go F his own face. Go fuck your own face. So that pissed him off even more, obviously. So again, the government is trying to find ways to subvert your constitutional rights by working with other governments. Now, they do it, they've been doing it by working with or pressuring corporations, which is something that's called state action doctrine, if they collude with corporations to suppress or to violate your constitutional rights, then they can be sued. But what they're saying is they're going to corporations and say, if it was me, if I owned the corporation, not just saying you got to do this, but I'm just saying, just spitballing. If I owned the corporation, if I owned it, I would take out this person right here, this nigga right here, this nigga, oh, definitely this motherfucker right here. This nigga don't even need to be on no social media ever at all. Goddamn, this nigga, his mama should have fucking threw him back in the womb when he was born. They going, and I'm just saying, it was me. If it was me, I would take all them people out if it was me. You don't gotta do it though. But the regulations, the rules and regulations that you wanted to pass in favor of your company, that's coming up for a vote pretty soon. Hey, I'm just saying, I just thought it was what a coincidence it was that your vote was coming up pretty soon for these regulations on your company. And, just saying, just spitballing. I'm about to go back in here with the other government people and decide what we gonna vote on. You have a good day, brother. And then the corporations is like, what we gonna do? And they start taking all everybody off the platform or suppressing everybody's speech on the platform without technically being told by the government. Because when it comes back and you say, well, did the government tell you to? No, they didn't tell us. This is what Zuckerberg just said last week. He said they kind of asked or pressured. They kind of like, it would be a good idea if you did this, and this. And then he ultimately he had to he said, well, it was our decision to take the people down, but we were pressured. So that's how they get at you. So again, this is the war on free speech I was talking about last week. You should go watch a movie called, just watch this, man. The People versus Larry Flynt. If you haven't seen it, 1996, Woody Harrelson. The People versus Larry Flynt. Now, if you got kids, don't watch it with your kids, because it's a bunch of naked breasts going around in that movie. And although I love naked breasts, this may be a little traumatizing to your kids. So Larry Flynt, yes, Hustler Magazine. He was the creator of Hustler Magazine. So the movie is called The People versus Larry Flynt, but the case is called Hustler Magazine versus Falwell, because he had a lawsuit against Jerry Falwell, the evangelist, had a lawsuit against him, and then Larry Flynt countersued, and so then he lost the first one. He lost the first case for like he had to pay him like $200,000 or something like that. But then he didn't want to pay him the $200,000 because Falwell was suing him for like $40 million. Then the court was like, nigga, stop it. You ain't about to get no $40 million. We'll give you $200,000. You better take this little money and get the hell out of here, nigga, and be happy. And so they gave him they awarded him a judgment of $200,000. Then Larry Flynt was like, nah, fuck that. They ain't giving him no money. We about to sue this nigga. We about to take this to the Supreme Court. So they took it to the Supreme Court. Now in the movie, the script in the movie, the dialogue is great dialogue for you to understand why you need freedom of speech. Because a lot of y'all, again, you are apathetic to your constitutional rights. A lot of everybody's mostly apathetic to this damn country. All right, and I understand. Shit, this country has been full of shit. It was built on bullshit, but you got to use what you got. You understand? You can't be wishing and hoping for some new shit, and you ain't nowhere near ready to create no new government. You got to use what you got. So right now, you have constitutional rights. You got freedom of speech. No one else around the world has that. That's some powerful, important shit. They know it, and they're trying to take it. They're trying to take it from you, because once we take down the First Amendment, then all the rest of them die after that. If we can keep you from talking about how you're disgruntled, again, the First Amendment says you have the right to address your government for what's called a redress of grievances. It's called a redress of grievances in the First Amendment. There's 5 rights you have in the First Amendment: freedom of speech, freedom of religion, excuse me, freedom of journalists are free, redress of grievances, and goddamn, what's the fifth one? Freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Damn, I forgot the damn fifth one. I think I got so much shit going on in my head, I forgot the goddamn fifth one. Now my people in Know Your Rights Foundation, they gonna talk shit tomorrow, because I just forgot the fifth one, and I'll be clowning them about it. But damn it, I forgot the damn fifth one. But because I'm thinking about so much shit. Assembly, thank you, freedom of assembly. So those are the 5 ones you have. And so if they take the First Amendment down, and you have 5 things within the First Amendment, so those are. First Amendment is one of your rights, but you have 5 rights contained within the First Amendment. He says, you show right. Don't you be talking shit tomorrow. Hey, Miss Jeannie is in the class, and I be talking shit to them all the time. I didn't forget, Michelle. I got do you know I'm only on topic 2 out of number 10? And we already an hour and a half into this bitch. I may not finish the whole whatever I got to say. So that's what I'm thinking about right now, Michelle. But so again, the People versus Larry Flint, it gives you a good breakdown of why you need freedom of speech. It's a beautifully written script. Beautifully written script on your First Amendment rights. I highly recommend you go check it out, because it will reignite your understanding of why you need the First Amendment. First of all, why you need all of your constitutional rights, but especially the First Amendment. So check that out. Like I said, they seized his bank accounts, so they're coming after freedom of speech. It's insane. So moving along, still with the freedom of speech, or Elon, a former Clinton official named Robert Reich wrote an op-ed, an opinionated, editorial that said Elon Musk should be arrested for allowing lies and hate speech on Twitter. See, again, we talked about how it was going on in the UK, how it was going on in Ireland. Now they're trying to bring that shit here. This is a former Bill Clinton official said Elon Musk should be arrested for allowing lies and hate speech. Who determines what are the lies? Who determines they lies? The government? The nigga who lie every goddamn second of every day? That's the nigga who gonna determine? Are you kidding me? Yo, T. Ross, thank you. Appreciate you for the cash app. And then hate speech. The First Amendment says I have a right to hate people. Now we're gonna talk about that too in the police stop law lessons, because there's a caveat to this. I know a lot of you guys don't know what I'm gonna teach you on that end, but you do have a right to hate somebody. Absolutely. And you got a right to tell them, I hate you, nigga. You got a right to tell them that. Nigga, I hate you. You absolutely do. But he said Elon should go to jail for allowing lies and hate speech. Now, he belongs to an organization called the Center Against Digital Hate. This is part of that censorship industrial complex I was telling you guys about last week. Like the military industrial complex, they're creating a censorship industrial complex, a big giant conglomerate or network of corporations and organizations to suppress your speech. And it's worldwide. It's not just America. It's worldwide. They're doing this. So again, the Center for Digital Hate, the Center Against Digital Hate. Now, digital hate, I didn't know a computer could hate somebody. When did computers start hating everybody? When did they start hating people? But again, you have a right to tell them in person, but you don't have the right to type it and push send No, because you can't pull it back. It's out there forever. And we need to protect people from you. People like you. Like, me? Me? Because I said EAD? Wait a minute. First of all, EAD. But second of all, how the hell you gonna tell me that I can't say EAD when I want a motherfucker, the EAD? I have the right, the God-given right to tell a nigga the EAD all day. Pause. So, again, and this is the last thing, they call, or they're going after what they call all free speech absolutist. And they're making the free speech, if you are what they call a free speech absolutist, they're turning you into like the villain. You're the villain. You know, you got the hero and the villain, the protagonist and the antagonist. But they're turning you, if you are for free speech, absolute free speech, this nigga crazy. What the fuck? You want free speech? What the fuck? Who the fuck? Hey, police, hey, come get this nigga. He said, what? Yes, sir. What are we going? What's happened? What's going on, sir? Well, officer, let me tell you, this is fucking egregious. It's insane. It's fucking insane. Well, just listen to this. You want to know? He said, fucker, I'm going to fucking tell him. I'm going to get you. You're going to jail, asshole. Your Honor, he said, excuse me, officer, he said, he's for free speech, absolutely. What? Did you hear that? Sir, I have to come here, come with me, sir. They can clamp your ass down. You're coming with me, you're a fucking weirdo, you asshole. Like, nigga, they're about to get all up on us for free speech. Like, hold on, officer. I can't, what? No, sir, you don't have the right to say anything you want. Well, before I go to jail, officer, let me just say, eat a dick. No diddy. So this is where we're going. We gotta get prepared. You better get your asses in here and learn the law for free. I gotta keep saying that, for free. And usually when you give stuff for free, you people don't really value it. If I was charging y'all asses like $1,000 a goddamn course, y'all'd be on this. You would respect it more, huh? But I'm teaching you for free, again, because we need a law army, and you don't understand how much you need to learn the law for what's coming in the future. Kamala Harris is about to implement a communist state on you, which means the government controls the people. And if that happens, you're going to need to know everything you can about the government and the laws to keep your ass out of jail, keep you safe. Yes, Scamala. She is about to implement some bullshit. So moving along, as a bombshell report reveals, Venezuelan gangs has had an Aurora complex in a stranglehold for over a year. That's the gang who I talked about last week. The Venezuelan gang I talked about last week, who had the apartment complex. Well, the new report this week said that they had actually controlled that apartment complex for over a year. They've been terrorizing them tenants in the apartment, collecting rent for a year. Holy shit. This is crazy. Over a year. That's insane. They've been getting paid. That's how they've been able to do all the shit they doing. If you getting rent from all the people in the apartment building for a year, oh yeah. So again, it says a Venezuelan gang took over an apartment complex in Colorado more than a year ago, according to a Denver law firm's report. The Tren de Agua, how do you say it again? Tren de Aragua, I think that's it. Yeah, Tren de Aragua, A criminal group from Venezuela has had a stronghold on the Whispering Pines apartments in Aurora since late 2023. The law firm Perkins Cole claimed in a letter to Aurora officials. The firm found that the gang has engaged in assaults, threats of murder, extortion, and child, prosta. And they've been doing that for over a year. And now we just now hearing about it. Them people been so goddamn scared in that apartment. They've been terrified in that goddamn apartment. Scared to say a goddamn word. That's crazy. These Venezuelan gangs is taking over America. And they trying to take and if you look at like MSNBC or somebody like that, they'll say it's bullshit. They're saying it's propaganda pushed by the Republicans. That there's no gangs, Venezuelan gangs, that are taking over the cities in America. What? What the hell? No gangs? Why did the Aurora mayor come out and say, we need help, goddammit? This is the mayor of the town. He's like, shit, these niggas is crazy. I'm about to give up my job and go to Cabo San Lucas. These niggas is crazy. The mayor don't want to deal with them. Nobody's going to help him. The Fed said no. The marshals said no. Local police don't really know how to deal with them. Obviously, if they've taken over the goddamn complex over a year ago. So, goddamn. Excuse me. So, and then, now the Venezuelan gangs are taking over apartment complexes in Chicago. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Chicago? Okay. Chicago ain't Denver, my nigga. Hey, you Trinidad Agua niggas. Chicago ain't Denver. So a 911 call to police says that 32, and this is a 911 call they had on tape. If you can go YouTube the video. A 911 call to police says 32 armed Venezuelan gang members were taking over the apartment complex. 32 armed. And he said this, so basically this shit is starting to get out of control. 32 armed, and they taking over to Chicago. But then, check this out. Some real ones in Chicago were leaving TikToks to the Venezuelans, telling them, hey, nigga, this ain't Colorado, my nigga. We'll cut you niggas up around this bitch. Hey, let me tell you something, Venezuelan nigga. Then he said, somebody get to translating this for me. Take this to them and translate this. He said, nigga, don't you ever. Hey, they some real ones out in Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. Man, after my own heart right there, baby. We ain't taking, nigga, you better get your bitch ass out of here. So, Chicago real ones. Shout out to the Chicago real ones. They said this ain't popping off up in Chicago. But then, even though the Chicago brothers are trying, they told them, look, nigga, we all got guns, and we don't care what the police do. He said, nigga, we can all not give a shit about the popo. You think you just gonna be able to come here and not care about the police, and all of us here do care about the police? Nah, nigga, it's not happening like that. You want to get it done? Let's get it done. Hey, he was riding. Shout out to that dude. But the Communist Democrats, this is in Chicago, and the Communist Democrats are hanging posters in the hood telling the melanated people in Chicago to stop complaining, or they said the signs actually say, stop hating on the illegal immigrants. and saying they're trying to take your place. What? Stop hating. What you stop complaining? These niggas are taking all the goddamn, they're taking up the apartments, they're taking up all the resources. The city money is gone. There's no money for anything else because you housing these niggas. You're putting them up in elementary schools where our kids are supposed to go. And you say, stop hating? So in the video where it says stop hating, it said there was a Caucasian, obviously it was a Caucasian, trying to tell so there's posters posted, right? And then they released a video that they tried to spread around Chicago, telling them that they need to stop hating hating on the illegal immigrants, stop complaining about the illegal immigrants coming in to try to take your place, because they said that you, melanated people in America, you did the same thing. During, they call it the mass migration from the South, when all the Southern people started to move towards the other cities, like California, all the other states like California and up north. They said when you did that, all the Caucasian people were saying the same thing about you. Y'all coming up here, you stealing all the resources. You ain't doing this, blah, 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 blah. So you need to stop complaining. Nigga said you need to stop complaining. What the hell? Yo, Jonathan Spencer, thank you. Can the word nigga be hate speech on YouTube? No, not for melanated people. If you're not melanated, they probably can get you if somebody complains. But they're not tripping about melanated people saying it. So you did the same thing. You did the same thing. Then during the mass migration, you came and took all the white resources. So you have no right to complain about the illegal immigrants coming in and taking. Now, what's the difference between the melanated people who were here and down inside? They were down south, and they was, that was mostly from the slave descendants. And they decided to, once slavery was over, and they decided to move on. Yeah, segregation laws was down south. They didn't want to be segregated. They didn't want a lot of the segregation laws. So they decided to move to more liberal states, northern and western. Now, what's the difference between the melanated people of the South and the illegal immigrants coming over here? Yeah, first off, Henty Hetty Nefru says this is our land. Put that in all caps. This is our land. For sure. But just the difference of, if we don't even take that part of it as being the Aboriginals. Now, you're right, this is our land. However, just talking about those people who migrated from the South, that were descendants of the slaves and stuff like that, they had contributed to the building of America. They were here. First of all, here legally. Yes, it was illegal for the immigrants, but they had contributed to the building of America. So they had some equity in America that they can pull, that they were pulling back out. They had hundreds of years of equity. These illegal immigrants have nothing. They just coming over begging. Can I? Please, por favor, please, Jess, thank you, Jess, por favor, please, Jess, need this, Jess, please. They just got their hands out. So, and a sister was on TikTok. She went on TikTok and said, first of all, when they put the signs up, this lady was in the city council meeting. She destroyed the Caucasian people at the city council meeting. She killed them. She was like, I know y'all better take these signs down. Who the hell are y'all, these white people, to tell us that we don't need to be mad about these illegal immigrants coming in here and stealing all our resources? You better do that. She went off. We gonna vote your asses out of office and boop, 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 boppity, bop, 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 bop. Hey. But this is what you get, melanated people in America, when you are apathetic to the government that has power and control over the way your life goes. If you don't want to be involved, then you can't say shit when the repercussions of your non-involvement start to affect you. You don't want to know shit about government. You want to know shit about the law. No local policies, no nothing. You just want to sit back, have everything work out for you, like you Forrest Gump. Niggas think they Forrest Gump. We the Forrest Gumps of America. That's what niggas do. You ever seen Forrest Gump? Forrest Gump, no matter what that nigga did, he just did whatever the fuck and it just worked out for him. Had no reason to do what the fuck he was doing. This motherfucker would just run that way. Okay. And this nigga became a fucking football star. I'm gonna go shrimp boat. I'm gonna go build a shrimping boat for the homie that died in Vietnam. Boom, this nigga became a millionaire. Like, nigga, this motherfucker, I mean, just anything Forrest Gump did, it just worked out. This niggas think they're Forrest Gump. And no matter what the fuck we do, it's just gonna work out for us somehow. No, not gonna happen. When you sit back like that, what you do is you put melanated people who are under the thumb of the establishment in control. And they don't owe you anything. They owe the people who put them in power something. Like Kamala and all those melanated sisters in Congress, the Democratic sisters in Congress. Some of them who are getting voted out now. But the squad and all them, they ain't do nothing for you. They got to pay back the people who put them in office. So your best bet, people, is to learn about the government yourself so that you know, first of all, who you're putting in office and that you're not putting some type of stooge in there that's going to subvert your constitutional rights for the big money interest who put them in office. Because that's what's going on. That's what you're going to get when you are apathetic to the government, period. Something like that control literally has the biggest say-so over how your life goes. And now you're starting to see the repercussions of it. Because when these Democratic mayors and stuff was talking about we want to be sanctuary cities and we got enough room and resources for everybody, y'all didn't give a shit about none of that. Nobody cared. Yeah, we're gonna vote for a black mayor. We're gonna have a black mayor. Yeah, we're getting the government melanated, baby. We're giving the government some color. The government is finally getting some color. We represent it up in here. We represent it. Are you? Are you represented? Because it looks like the Venezuelans is more represented than anybody I know right now. So, a sister went on TikTok after this sister ripped him a new asshole in the city council meeting. Another sister went on TikTok and said there are no more DoorDash jobs in Chicago because the illegal immigrants took them all. They done took all the DoorDash jobs. She said, I dare you to order DoorDash right now and not have a Venezuelan deliver your DoorDash. Now, when Trump was saying that they're coming into your city, taking all the black jobs, well, sorry, DoorDash is one of them black jobs. Yep. Uber, another one of them damn black jobs. But you have nothing because they are coming in. They no more, all the DoorDash orders are being fulfilled by illegal immigrants in Chicago. And she went off on her little TikTok. She was like, I dare you to order some DoorDash right now. I dare you, are you? I dare you to order DoorDash and see if you can get a black person. And she said, they're trying to move us out. She said it. She said, they're moving us out. They're trying to replace us. They're trying to replace us. And she stood 10 toes down. She said, but I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going. All right, sister. I'm with you. You ain't going no damn way. Well, you better get your ass involved. You better learn something about your government. Because what melanated people have right now is the PTSD from the campaigns, the bulldozer campaigns that was going on in the early 1900s. So after the Reconstruction and they instituted the segregation and all that. So how they got that going down south was they scared you into voting so that you wouldn't vote against that stuff. And it was called bulldozing. That's where you get the word bulldozer, the big machine that can mow over houses and shit right now. That thing wasn't, it gets its name from the beatings that melanated people took in the early 1900s to stop them from being in government, from wanting to be in government and in law. The police officers and the Ku Klux Klan would show up when they were in voting lines and beat the living shit out of them, giving them a bull's dose of a beating. That's why it was called bulldozing, which later on produced the word bulldozer, which is crazy that the word bulldozer came from niggas getting their ass beat, right? That's insane for you to think about. But melanated people have PTSD from that. Passed down, genetic PTSD, where the families at that time, when they were getting beat so much, they would tell them, no, don't you get involved in the law, you stay away from that, boom, boom, and that starts to trickle down. It's in your DNA. And you don't never want to get involved, you don't never want to do nothing because you don't want the white man, the whitey, coming to beat your ass. Let me say something, people, whitey ain't got to beat your ass if you get involved in law. That's done deal. That shit is gone. They will beat your ass if you don't get involved in law, though. Because you'll have no rights. You'll have nothing. They'll vote you niggas all completely out of the country. They don't care about you. You are the low people that they never get to see. Unless you twerking on TV or fucking dunking on somebody. But other than that, or, sagging doing a rap song on on some TV show, some late night TV show, but you're not really doing anything. They don't really have to worry about you. You're not in their environment. That's why they can let all these people in and let you deal with them, because those people aren't going to those neighborhoods. They don't ever have to see them. Ever. So it's not real to the people who are letting them in, the politicians who are letting them in. It's not real to them because they don't ever get to see them. They don't have to deal with any of their lost resources, none of that shit. It's just a game to them. But you niggas are living real on the losses. So get off your asses. And then a report said that Hell's Angels were on their way to Colorado to take on the Venezuelan gangs. Now, I ain't seen them there, but I saw the reports. Said the Hell's Angels is on the way. Like, bitch. Y'all don't know, Hell's Angels is the motorcycle gang. They've been around for like 40, 50 years, something like that. Long time. Probably longer than that. But the Hell's Angels said, bitch, we is about to go down and see what's popping with these damn Venezuelans. Now, so white gangs are going to be the ones that have to save melanated people. White Caucasian gangs, really? We're going to let the Caucasian gangs be the ones that save melanated people? Now, I don't know if it's true or not. They just said it was. I saw 3 different reports with 3 different, with one who wasn't a Hell's Angel and 2 who was Hell's Angels. Now, again, they could be lying. I don't know if it's true or not. But I don't give a shit if it's true or not. I want to know, where are the melanated gangs? Seriously. Forget the Hell's Angels. Where are the melanated gangs? When, let me tell you something right now. If they were trying to do this when I came up, let me tell you right now, ain't no way in hell them niggas wouldn't have been able to take over no goddamn apartment, no nothing. Tell you right now, them Bloods and Crips would have, first of all, they would have made the Bloods and Crips allies. They'd have made the Bloods and Crips allies, and the Bloods and Crips would have smashed the shit out of them motherfuckers. Ain't no way in hell. Now, no more black gangs like that anymore. I mean, which can be a good thing, but when you need your hood army, which is what gangs really are, because that's what they were started as. Remember, the Crips were started as a policing organization for the hood. Crips is conscious revolutionaries in progress. And they went around and they made sure that melanated people were safe in the hood in the 50s. This is where they got started in the 50s, because in LA, there was white gangs like Hell's Angels. There was white biker gangs like Fonzie. Seriously, this is true shit. Like Fonzie. Let me show you. Let me see what. Oh, my knee. So this book right here, it tells that whole story. City of Quartz. This is about LA. A lot of things that went on in LA. And goes back, excuse me, goes back to those times. So there was some Caucasian gangs terrorizing the brothers and sisters in the hood back in the 50s. So the brothers got together and they said, this shit is about to stop, bitch. You gonna stop terrorizing niggas in the hood, bitch. So that's how they were started. And then got corrupted by psyops, by government psyops, you know, to turn against each other. But we need to get that back. You need the more conscious revolutionaries in progress right now. Where y'all at? Where the cats? You be true to your real name. Excuse me. We need some brothers true to that Crip real title. We need some conscious revolutionaries in progress, out here smashing. But again, if you sit back and don't do anything, you can't cry about it later. So then a new report, still with the immigrants, a new report says illegal immigrants at least, illegal immigrants are at least 75% of arrests in New York. 75%, oh shit, hold on. And my light went out. There we go, hold on. All right, sorry. So 75% of arrests in New York are illegal immigrants. 3 out of 4 arrests. That's 3 out of every 4 arrests are illegal immigrants. These niggas are taking over. Yeah, where the guardian angels at? Where them niggas at? What happened to them? The guardian angels, the Bloods and Crips, we ain't got no American gangs no more. Nothing. And the Trindagua niggas over here, they just like, nigga, we is about to take everything. We might have to get some gangs, some more hood gangs started again, because we can't have this shit. Now, this is after an illegal immigrant from Honduras stabbed a teen girl at a baseball game. Did y'all see that? The illegal immigrant stabbed a teen girl at the baseball game. So this is getting crazy. And it had no other way but to turn out like this. You can't let a bunch of people flood into your house and think everybody's supposed to raid the refrigerator. No. It's going to be, at some point, that food in the refrigerator is going to run out, and then everybody in the house is going to be fighting each other for them last little scraps. And that's what you have right here. And it's already niggas in the house that was starving. That's the thing. You let a bunch of niggas flood the house But it was already niggas in their house on the floor, sleeping on the floor, sleeping in the back, sleeping out in the garage. They was already starving, laying out everywhere. But now you want to let more people into the house to drain more of the resources. This is inevitable that this, it was inevitable that this was going to happen. Because it's keep happening. Because you know what your boy Adams is doing in New York? Just saw this last night. He was on a news report last night. Just got this late last night. Do y'all know what your boy doing? Mayor Adams is about to give each illegal immigrant $4,000 to leave the homeless shelters. $4,000 to get up and leave the homeless shelters. Basically giving you the money, go find some place to stay. That's only for illegal immigrants though. Only for illegal immigrants. What about the other people in the homeless shelter? They don't get the $4,000. And then the person interviewing him basically was criticizing him about it. And he's like, but see, they said this about the food stamp cards that we gave, and that cut down so much money that we were just giving away. No, nigga, we saw the lady with the damn card who went to the bodega and had 13 grand on that bitch in credit, in EBT credits, and another 4,500 in cash. But now he about to give $4,000 a piece to illegal immigrants to leave the homeless shelters so they can clean out the homeless shelter. This is crazy. It is all by design, for sure. They're trying to take down America. They're trying to move America into a one world government. So in a world, a one world government, there are no borders. Everybody, do you understand? You can't have borders in a one world government. And we need to erase the borders of the biggest government of this conglomerate, this one world government. And so because America, everyone wants to follow America with their freedom and your borders and your laws and all this and that. So if we can take America down and make an example of America, then everyone else falls in line after that. Because America doesn't follow anybody else. Like no matter if y'all don't got free speech, we gonna keep our free speech over here. So they got to ruin free speech over here in America first, and then, make it universal. Or then they have to make the people over here feel so destitute and like there's no, you have no lifeline, but while at the same time making you watch them give a lifeline to somebody who has not contributed to the system, which they know is going to bring some animosity between you and that other person who's just over here trying to survive. And that keeps us fighting down at the bottom while these niggas keep merging the system at the top. They're not only doing this in America, they're doing this all over the world. Illegal immigrants are invading all of the countries all over the world. So it's not just America. We're just right now, we didn't notice it until these niggas started showing up in Houston and, in the hood in LA and in the hood in Chicago and fucking the Bronx and all that shit. Wait a minute, where these niggas come from? So again, can't be apathetic. So moving along, no reparations for the so-called black people in California. Told you. I done told y'all this. I've been talking about this for years. You are never going to get reparations, people. Ever. Never, ever, 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 never. Because first off, it's unconstitutional. They can't give you reparations because it's unconstitutional. It's discrimination. They gave you reparations and didn't give it to somebody else. It's called discrimination. Somebody would immediately, as soon as the law was passed, the Caucasian people, especially the Republicans, they already have a lawsuit written up. It's been written up for fucking probably 20 years. As soon as reparations law is passed, they're going to go file a lawsuit against it and get it tossed out. That shit is already written up, waiting for the nigga go. Huh? Oh, shit, boy, don't make me pull this shit out, boy. I was about to pull this shit out on your ass, nigga. I thought you was about to get them reparations, boy. It was right there in that damn, it's right there in the file cabinet, nigga, for whenever you need it. They're not gonna give you no reparations. Again, it's unconstitutional, but they don't tell you that because they know it's gonna cause you an uproar. The melanated people, if they tell you that reparations is unconstitutional, then they can never come for your vote again. So every damn 4 years, they make you think that you have a chance of getting reparations. You say restoration, restitution. Yes, that's something different. Yes, melanated people should not be looking for reparations. You should be looking for restitution, to be restored to where you were during the Reconstruction. That's when we had the most power, during the Reconstruction. A bunch of banks, a bunch of businesses, I mean, just countless, even though they'll say it's in the hundreds of banks, hundreds of business. I mean, we had all of our shit cracking. And then they started to take it away from us during, Jim Crow and all the rest of that stuff. They started to siphon all the resources out of the hood because they had to do that because we would have built up the melanated community greater than the Caucasian community. So they had to destroy it. And that's when you get Tulsa, Oklahoma, and all the rest of these atrocities that came in where they destroyed Black Wall Street and all these different places because they knew it was about to outpace the growth of the Caucasian society, the Caucasian system. So they came and basically blew our system up, blew the melanated people system up. So restitution, again, restitution means to be restored to a place where you once were. Different than reparations. Reparations actually means to be returned to one's own land. That's the true etymology of reparations, to be returned to one's own land. So if you're claiming Aboriginal, yeah, come in and ask for reparations. If you're going to claim your Aboriginal status, for sure, come on in here, do that shit. But if you just asking for, if you're not Aboriginal or you're not reclaiming your status, then we can't do that for you. It's unconstitutional. So restitution is the term you should be using, melanated people, to get back at these people. No, not reparations, restitution. And then you can point to a time where we were up and they destroyed that system. They destroyed our upward movement within their system because they were scared we would take over their system. So they destroyed our upward movement. They destroyed our infrastructure. So you want to be restored to the infrastructure that you had before they destroyed it. So California, nope. So the California Democrats blocked reparations bill for melanated people. They said hell to the no. And so again, people, appreciate you guys for hitting the Cash App. Remember that the super chat not working. They took your boy out of the program, the YouTube partnership program. So I get no more super chat love. So appreciate you guys for hitting the Cash App for the donation, the Schwarber donation button, I like to call it, for support. Appreciate you guys on that. So again, no reparations. But again, get the restitution movement going. Two different legal terms. Get the restitution movement going, and you may see some movement on that. Because they can't sue that because you can actually point to a time where you had an infrastructure, and that infrastructure was destroyed by the American government and racist people, acting as agents for the American government. So that's the movement we want. Moving along, voluntary lockdowns have gone. I only got to move through this quick. Yo, Lisa Maddox, thank you for the Cash App. Hitting the shawarma donation button. I appreciate you, girl. Appreciate you. But appreciate everybody who hit the donation button. I appreciate you guys for that. So I got to get through this real quick because, again, you know, YouTube be trying to. So let me see how I can finagle this with some wordplay. So voluntary lockdowns have gone into effect in Massachusetts over some gangster mosquitoes. So some mosquitoes in Massachusetts been in the gym, been hitting some squats, hitting that bench press, doing some hit workouts. Niggas been on the treadmill, and these niggas are swole. And they wreaking havoc. They done came out the gym swole, like, what up, bitch? Who else wants some of this mosquito shit, nigga? So you got some gangster mosquitoes in Massachusetts, and there's a warning. So you got to go check this out on your own because I can't talk too mad about it. But apparently it's something called EEE and WNV for West West, what is it? What can I say? West NV. And if y'all know what that is, go look it up. West NV. I didn't say nothing. R. Hill. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. But so the affected areas, if you live in Massachusetts, these are your affected areas. Be aware. The affected areas are Oxford, Massachusetts, with EEE. You can go look this up, see what EEE is. I forgot the thing of that. Actually, no, I didn't forget. I have it right here, but I can't tell you. But then Plymouth County, Worcester County. That's for both EEE and the WNV. Boston and other areas in eastern Massachusetts. And they're just with the WNV risk. So they're telling people, you know, they're not telling people to go in, but they say you can have voluntary lockdowns if you want to go in to avoid being smacked up by one of these gangster mosquitoes that they have on the loose now. They've called, well, not called, but they, you know, people have gone on voluntary lockdown. So now, I don't know. Is this tied to the 1 billion GMO mosquitoes that were released by in Florida by Bill, you know, Kill Bill? Is this tied to that? Because you know they just didn't stay in Florida, right? And the mosquitoes just didn't stay in Florida. They migrate. And so again, 1 billion GMO mosquitoes was released in Florida. This is a true story. You know, so I don't know. We don't know if it was or not. It could be just speculating, just allegedly. But I just seen this is kind of highly unlikely or coincidental. Excuse me. Coincidental that Kill Bill released a billion of them things in Florida, and now in Massachusetts, you got some gangster mosquitoes trying to take people out the game. They really doing jack moves. These gangsters, they pulling up on niggas talking about what you got. Come up off. What was the term we used to leave? Break yourself, fool. The gangsters, mosquitoes rolling up on you. Break yourself, fool. You seen Menace to Society? One of the dopest hood movies of all time. So don't let one of the mosquitoes roll up on you. Then just on the side note, a Supreme Court, Vermont Supreme Court just ruled school officials are immune to legal action from parents for giving children the Boogie V cupcakes without parents' consent. So at school, the school was cupcaking during the Boogie V, Pandeezy, They were cupcaking children, parents' children, and they weren't telling them. And then the Supreme Court of Vermont said, nah, we good, you can't. The school officials have immunity. What? Are you kidding me? They shot up my kid, allegedly, without my knowledge, and I have no recourse as a parent? How is that not assault? That can't be attempted murder. We don't know what the hell was in that shit. What the hell? That should be, at the very least, assault or child endangerment or some reckless endangerment or some shit like that. But no, Vermont Supreme Court said, deuces. Get your ass out of my courtroom, nigga, so I can go have some lunch. And that's where they left it. So don't know if they're going to take it to the Supreme Court. They should, because this will be a big case. Because it's about the system being able to cupcake your child without your knowledge, without the parent's knowledge. This needs to be ruled on by the Supreme Court. Yeah, Vermont, Vermont Supreme Court and EAD. Thank you, WDMA. Vermont Supreme Court and EAD all day. So that was the little news I had right there. We got to move on because I can't say too much else about other stuff. So moving along, did you see Candace Owens versus the new Khazarians? It's going down. Candace Owens versus the new Khazarians. This girl, she got a goddamn crusade going. Goddamn. Candace Owens got a goddamn crusade going, and she is out here, she flaming people. Did you see the interview or the debate? Not an interview, but she had a debate on Piers Morgan with Rabbi Shmuley. Supposedly he was Michael Jackson's doctor, but Michael Jackson was saying that he was scared of him being one of the ones who was trying to take him out or whatever. In his last days when he was paranoid, Rabbi Shmuley was one of the people he was paranoid about, allegedly. Gotta say allegedly. So, yeah, that damn, you gotta go watch that damn, but let me say this though. They employ, when they try to debate you on stuff, they employ a tactic that they do constantly, that's wearing thin. What they'll do in the debate is when you are talking and trying to say your side and trying to give facts, they will overtalk you and cut you off constantly to make your information muddled, and confusing, so that no one ever really gets to hear what you have to say. They don't ever get a clear picture of your idea or your point. And then when they start talking and they start just telling lies, just blatant lies, this person did this, she did that. And then you say, no, that's bullshit. Please, Miss Candace Owens, I'm talking. Don't interrupt me, please. Don't interrupt me. Wait a minute, you just interrupted her like 10 times, bitch. But you can't be interrupted when you lying. You are so full of shit. So that's a lot of how the interview went, or the debate went. Candace Owens was cranking out facts, and this nigga wouldn't let her talk. Just over talking. It's called filibustering in politics. To outspeak your opponent so no one else can hear. And then, truly, when don't you want someone to hear something? If they were lying, you would just let them lie, because you can debunk a lie all day. But you can't debunk the truth. So that's when they really start putting the smash down on you and not wanting people to hear what you have to say, is when you start telling the truth. So Shmuley, damn, he ran his mouth the whole time. He didn't really have any good points. All he had was just talking shit about Candace Owens, talking shit about him. That's a blood libel and blah, 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 blah. And you can't say that. And I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about, nigga? You just make up words and act like everybody else is supposed to goddamn adhere to the words you make up. and hold them more. Nigga, I don't give a shit about what a blood libel is. Fuck you and a blood. Nigga, call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I'm going to tell the truth about your ass. So you can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. You can put whatever name you want to call it. A plaid libel. You can call it nigga, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't care about that name. They say these names that they've given all of this gravitas, this power to, and they say these names, and you're supposed to bow down when they say these words. That's a blood libel. Oh my God, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Kazarian. I didn't know it was a blood libel. Please forgive me. Don't cancel me. Blah blah blah. Nigga, I don't give a fuck that. Care about what your goddamn blood libel. That don't mean a damn thing to me. That's something in your goddamn culture. It don't mean shit to me. I don't care. Even if I'm doing it, I don't give a shit. But again, you just got to be like, just hit them with facts. It's all about facts, no lies. And then they can call it whatever the hell they want, because the truth it'll bore through any boundary, any barrier that you can put up. Eventually, the truth will always get through. So he was tripping. But then it was basically after 6, so moving along. So after 6, what is it? 6 of the hostages. So after the 6 of the hostages were taken out last week by Hamas, had taken out 6 of the hostages, and then Netanyahu bitch came on there, and I will never stand for this, and we're going to revenge the people, and blah, blah, we're going to never let this stand, and we're going to kill him off, and all this and that, right? And they come out and said every goddamn thing he's supposed to say. We're all bullshit. But then the protests flooded the street because they in New Khazaria, because they want him to cease fire. They like, look, nigga, just release the hostages already. I told you last week the one hostage who was released, the lady, was saying that her biggest fear was from New Khazaria dropping bombs on him and almost taking him out. So that was the biggest fear. And four of the hostages that she was with were taken out by New Khazaria when they dropped the bomb. So this came out, and now that's why the people want a ceasefire, because they like, look, nigga, you are bombing everybody. And then one of the hostages who was released said that Hamas had tried to move him like 5 or 6 times to spots where New Khazaria wasn't bombing, because they kept bombing the place where they kept taking the goddamn hostages. So they like, the Hamas is trying to save these niggas. While New Khazaria is trying to take him out, the Hamas niggas is like, God damn, this nigga bombed this. So they took him over here. They bombed that. They took him over here. So that was where the true danger was coming from. So 500,000 New Khazarians flooded the street. Damn, that's a lot. 500,000 New Khazarians flooded the street telling this fool to have a ceasefire. Now, the hostages who were taken, they weren't taken because, now it's allegedly, this is according to the people over there, according to reports. The report said that they weren't taken because they were trying to just take hostages. They were taking the hostages because New Khazaria has prisoners over there in jail, like thousands of Palestinian prisoners over there, and they won't release them. They're really hostages, but they're calling them prisoners. They ain't gave them no court dates, no charges, nothing. They just holding them, barely feeding them, barely giving them water and shit. Children. These are children that they would say, well, these children, they were probably trying to commit an atrocity, or they were connected to the terrorist group, so we had to throw them in jail. Like, you got kids in jail over in New Khazaria that they calling terrorists. So that's why these niggas took their hostages to exchange. They weren't trying to take out the New Khazarians. They were trying to take them so that they can exchange them for their own people. But New Khazaria was like, fuck that, because remember I told you they got the Hannibal directive. where they take out their own people. Why was it the Hannibal directive? Because Hannibal took itself out so the Romans wouldn't capture him and torture him to death. So instead of being captured, Hannibal said, nigga, I'm out. Had a good run, baby. Hannibal was like, deuces, my niggas. Had a good run, baby. I'm out of here. Because the Romans would have damn sure tortured him for months and months, probably cutting off fingers and toes and cut his tongue out, and they would have just they'd have cut Hannibal up. So Hannibal said, nigga, fuck that shit, and took itself out. So that's why the New Khazarians call it the Hannibal directive, because they take out their own people if they're going to be captured by an enemy. So, goddamn. And then the United Nations says, this is from the United Nations. If you're occupied, you have the right to fight back. If your country is occupied, you have the right to fight back within that country. And the Palestinians were occupied pretty much by the New Khazarians. They wouldn't let any electricity in, no water, food. I mean, they control everything. So when you got them type of conditions, people gonna fight back. Goddammit, that's just the way it is. So shout out to Candace Owens for shedding light on the Khazarians. Keep that damn shit up, girl. What you need? What you need, Candace? I don't really like you, girl, but I'm with you on this fight. Against New Khazarians, not the Khazarian people. A lot of Khazarian people are cool as hell. They always been cool with me, American Khazarians anyway. But the New Khazarians over there, they full of shit. So I'm with you, Candace. What you need, girl? And Candace don't really care because, again, she married to her caucasoid husband is rich. Nigga daddy's rich. Nigga daddy is a lord or a baron. Actually, he's like Baron Farmer in England. He belongs to the House of Lords. This nigga's a baron. So Candace is married to a baron, or the heir of the baronship, or whatever the hell that is. So you think she tripping about the New Khazarians? Hell no. Candace ain't tripping at all. She married to a baron. So just saying, shout out Candace on that tip. Moving along, in Skittle news, a teacher in Ireland was arrested for refusing, for the third time, this nigga was arrested for refusing to endorse and affirm a Decepticon ideology. He refused to call a boy a girl in school. So they kicked him out, then arrested him. I'm trying to tell you, when I tell you about your freedom of speech rights in America, you better cherish them motherfuckers. Cherish that shit. Because no one else has it in the world. They are dying for it. They would kill for freedom of speech, a First Amendment in their country. And they don't have it. Because a teacher who doesn't want to call a boy a little girl can get fired then arrested. 3 times. They got arrested 3 times. Says the judge who ordered him arrested works for the Irish State Child Protection Agency. So the judge, they be moonlighting over there, and the judge works for the Irish State Child Protection Agency. The Irish Child State Protection Agency is urging its staff to learn about cross-dressers and Decepticons and to make Skittle acceptance a requirement for fostering children. Now, if y'all didn't get what that meant, was the Child Protection Agency, throughout their organization, they're urging people to learn about cross-dressers and transformers. You need to, your knowledge, you need to bone up. You need to start understanding the plight, where they come from. So they have to go basically do research and start understanding the cross-dressers. They said the cross-dressers and the Decepticons, and to make Skittle acceptance, y'all know the Skittle, the rainbow, make Skittle acceptance a requirement for fostering children. So meaning you can't foster a child in Ireland if you're not down with the Skittle gang. You can't be a foster parent in Ireland if you are not with the Skittle gang. It said to make Skittle acceptance, you need to be accepting of the Skittle crew in order for you to be a foster parent in Ireland. Off the rails, y'all. This is what they call protecting children. This shit's getting crazy. Shaking my damn head too, Nadine. God damn, this shit is getting crazy. But again, you have the privilege, not even the pretty much the privilege, because we living in America with a First Amendment. But you have to know how to work that First Amendment in order for it to be able to work for you to take advantage of it. You just can't say First Amendment and think that's supposed to be some type of magical powder dust that make everything move when you say First Amendment. No, you better learn that shit, know what your rights are in it, and learn how to protect them and assert them. First of all, assert them and then protect them when they're violated. So, again, y'all better start getting on this. Then moving along. So this is a new study they just found. This is crazy. 6 in 10 people, so that's 60%, 6 out of 10 people under 30 years old say they're not straight. A dating app shows. Now it's 6 out of 10. 60% of people under 30, which is, I guess, Generation Z, is that, say that they are not straight. Wow. Now, if this is not mass psychosis, or mass indoctrination, there's no such thing called it, or called mass psychosis or mass indoctrination. And this is social engineering. This is straight social engineering. Now, 60% of cats under 30, they're not straight. All right, well, where the hell is the world gonna go if everybody is fruitopian? If everybody fruitopian, what happens? We all die. And it's so damn crazy that all these people who claim this, they had to come from straight parents. This is insane. You all had to come from straight parents, but that wasn't good enough. What they did to get you here, no, that's bullshit. Nature don't know what the fuck it was doing. Nature missed something. I had to correct nature, goddammit. Nature, it fucked up. It forgot a couple of my damn tires on the car. Forgot to tighten some of the bolts on the tire, on the rims. So I'm just gonna change the tires and put whatever I want. I like Goodyear. Some people like Dunlap. I'm gonna put my Goodyear back on because they the all-weather tire. They the weather tires. So I got to put my old. No, nigga, the universe put Dunlaps on you right now. It gave you a new whole thing. You're supposed to be this now for a reason. There's a reason that you are supposed to be this and not what you were. Now, people who are caught up, who are in the alphabet soup, in the rainbow Skittles, they really have these beliefs, and the reason is because in past lives they probably were someone else, and they have vestigial energy from those past lives. Leftover in vestigial, leftover means leftover. So that's probably what's happening right now. Robert Johnson, appreciate you on these technology upgrade on the chicken shawarma. Appreciate you. So when a man is gay and or a woman is gay, that's probably because they lived as a different gender in a past life, and they're holding on to that energy right now. There's still some leftover energy like that. But you're supposed to, the reason the universe made you something else is because you're supposed to leave that. You're supposed to learn whatever you're supposed to learn in that last life, and then learn what you're supposed to learn in this incarnation. Not holding on to what you were in the past. That's why the universe makes you forget about your past lives. Because it doesn't want you holding on to old shit. If you lived your past, think about it. If you were you were just an awesome superstar in your past life, and then you get here and your ass is born in the hood in a 1-bedroom apartment with 12 niggas in there, you got to sleep on the armrest of the couch. You don't even get to sleep on the couch. You got to sleep on the armrest of the couch. You're going to be like, fuck this. I was a goddamn movie star in past life. Nigga, I'm going back. You're going to kill yourself. Because you like, fuck this life. You're going to have such a memory of your past life and a connection to it that you just not going to want to move on in this life. And you're supposed to learn something from this incarnation. Why you manifested as a man or a woman in this life. Not holding on to that old shit. So, excuse me. Sorry, Skittles people. But, again, not supposed to happen. So then, moving along. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Nearly 6 and 10. That's crazy. Actually, let me read the report because I'm skipping past the report. So I want to read you guys the report. So nearly 6 in 10 Gen Zers report being something other than straight, new research suggests. The findings come from a survey conducted on over 3,000 people from 71 countries who use the dating app. What is it? You use the dating app Field or whatever the hell that is. The site is dedicated to alternative relationship models like polyamory and swinging, so may not reflect the broader population. But Justin Leymiller, I think that's it, Leymiller, a social psychologist at Indiana University and lead author of the paper, said it showed how Gen Z has an openness to exploring more fluid ways of being. Openness, my ass. They're being engineered. They're being socially engineered towards this shit. This is not an accident. This is not organic. Everybody just popping up goddamn one day and, oh shit, I'm a boy, I don't like girls. And if you're a girl, you don't like boys. The shit that the universe has instilled within us so that we can perpetuate life. Some shit that usually you don't have any damn control over. Especially if you're an alpha male and you come around a nice, goddamn, beautiful girl, curvy curves and the smooth skin and the pretty smile and the beautiful eyes and the nice, beautiful lips. Boy, goddamn, boy, ain't no damn defense against that. Ain't no damn defense. For me, ain't no defense against that. Them women, boy, especially if she got one of these. She got one of, woo. Ain't no defense for a man against that if you're an alpha male. Sorry. Now, ladies, I don't know how it is for you on the other side. I don't give a shit. I'm sure it's something similar. However, I'm speaking from my side of the game. And let me tell you, from my side of the game, there is no defense against that. When a woman, beautiful, soft, sexy, just feminine woman walks in you be like, hey, every brother knows, every heterosexual masculine male, you know, when that beautiful woman walk into the room, no matter what you doing, what you talking about, no matter what, How many times if you work out in the gym? Let me tell you, and I've been in the gym for 30 years. How many times have you been worked out in the gym and then a bomb ass girl with a bomb body walk into the gym and in mid sentence to your homie, whichever y'all saying right then, in mid sentence, you be like, God damn. Every dude does it. Matter of fact, if you go to the gym at night after work, you probably won't even be able to get on a machine because most of the dudes are sitting on the damn machine doing this. Damn. God damn, nigga. they all doing that, and they be like, hey, my nigga, can I get on the machine? Oh, yeah, nigga, sorry, my bad. I ain't mean to be on there for 30 minutes. Nigga, you been sitting there for 30 goddamn minutes. Oh, my bad, brother. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Just relaxing. Everybody who's been at the gym, every brother who's been at the gym knows that. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. This is hilarious. I used to train some girls. I used to train some girls in the morning. And so on the off days, they would go work out with each other in the free weight room, right? And so they would go do squats. They would do big, heavy squats, right? With the big bar, the Olympic weights. And so there's the free weight squats in front. There's all the way at the mirror. And then right behind them is something called the Smith machine. It's a machine that kind of helps you if you can't do the whole weight. You can grab the bar, unlock it, go down and up. And then if the weight gets too hard for you, you can turn the bar in and lock it so that the weight doesn't crash on you, right? So now these two girls, they two beautiful girls. One is Greek and the other one is Hispanic, Mexican girl. Both got super big, I mean like boom, super round, because I'm training them. So obviously they got bad bodies, right? So they go in front, they start working out, and I see all like 7 dudes get on the Smith machine right behind them, and they all just standing there like, they like doing this. And so I walk over and I look and I'm seeing the dudes, they all just standing there like, I walked up to them, I said, you see what y'all doing? I said, you see what you doing in here? What you talking about? I said, these niggas can't even work out because y'all in here at the front squatting with your butts kicked out to the back. Like these niggas can't even get a workout. That's what a woman does to a man. That's what nature created to ensure life on this goddamn planet. Pretty much around the world. I would say around the world. I mean, around the universe. I'm sure there's the gender, masculine and feminine and everything around the universe. Perverts, they ain't perverts. They came in front of them and started squatting. Now, they know they got booties like that too. I ain't gonna let you say that. Who was that, Elizabeth? I ain't gonna, girl. You know, women be knowing they fine. And they know when they get in front of dudes and then be flaunting it. You know a dude is gonna be like, damn, you know that. So y'all be doing that shit on purpose. So don't be acting like, y'all be doing that shit on purpose. But apparently Generation Z don't feel that. The fruitopian, soft cotton candy niggas and the Generation Z clan, they don't feel nothing when they come across a bomb. I don't believe that. You need to survey some more people. But apparently that's the case. So then the last thing, I'm just saying that was bullshit. I just thought it was bullshit, but I was surprising. 60%? Nah, I ain't buying that. So moving along, last thing in the Skittle news. So report says the Georgia school the dude who did the punt at the Georgia school, Colt Gray, was bullied for being zestopian. he was bullied for being zestopian. And some of the stuff now that we don't know that's why he went to take people out at school, but the dad was saying that he was bullied all the time for being, on the fruitopian side of the game, and that might have been a factor that played for him going to the school and taking out 4 people. 2 adults, two kids got taken out. So it says the Georgia's school Colt Gray was bullied by classmates who called him, the G word. His father told detectives in an interview last year. So they knew about this dude a long time already. They had already had eyes on him. So then Colin Gray, the dad, 54, made the claims when he was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Office after the FBI received a tip that his son had threatened a at school at his middle school. It was very difficult for him to go to school and not be picked on, Colin Gray told an investigator. According to a transcript of the conversation obtained by the Daily Mail. So, bullying can really do stuff. Let me say that. You can, especially when a child is coming up and they're developing and their mind is not fully developed and their emotional states are not fully developed, and then the chemicals that make them that make them masculine or feminine aren't also fully developed. So bullying can lead to some very tragic repercussions in an unstable mind. And that's what these children have, at these ages. They have very unstable minds. So now that's on the parents. I'm gonna blame the parents for that. You're supposed to be guiding the child better than that. So when they get to about 14, a child should be, at 14, they should have a pretty good understanding of who they are and confidence in that if the parenting is good. If you're on your game as a parent, because I knew at 14, I knew, I ain't had no problem. I was pretty good. Now, did I develop more? Yeah, but I was a class clown. I knew everybody. I had all kinds of friends. I'm the same way. So I was pretty good at 14. I knew some of everybody because I'm just that person. I talk to everybody. I like to joke a lot. So kind of knew who I was. Now, I wasn't this conscious person who I am today. No, not at all. But I was a person who was aware and paid attention to everything, which led to me being conscious. So the parents, you have a big job trying to guide these children. I don't envy you on that side, but you have to make sure that they have a stable consciousness, a mental state, before they're able to go out and then do some crazy shit like homeboy did. So I just thought that was crazy that he was being bullied for being that. So this is my thing. I don't want to be doing this. I'm not trying to bully people. The only thing, because I don't have any problem. I just want to make this statement. I don't have a problem with the Skittles crew, the Skittles gang, and all. I don't have a problem with that. Only the problem I have is don't bring it to me. Do what you do. I'm a libertarian. Do what you do. I do what I do over here. Just don't bring it to me. Don't try to convert me, and don't do the kids. If we good with that, you don't try to indoctrinate me with your bullshit. And I won't try to indoctrinate you with my bullshit. But don't mess with the kids. That's where you're going to get me. When you start messing with kids, I'm on you. Pause. No diddy. But now my focus is on you. If you start messing with kids, and this is what's going on because they can't reproduce their own community physically, so they have to do it mentally. So this is why if we just sit back and don't care, we will have a world that's 70, 60, 70, 80% rainbow Skittles. And what happens then? We have no planet. We have no population. After that, nah, we ain't not doing that. So we not doing that. So just keep that in mind. So moving along, in the science and the weird, a marketing agency that works with big digital giants like Google and Facebook is reportedly using smartphone microphones to record conversations in order to tailor ads. Now, we knew this goddamn phone was listening to us. We knew it. We know how many times have you said some shit and then you went to your phone and that goddamn ad was right there? You're like, wait a minute. How the fuck did this motherfucker? I said that way in the back room. But yeah, we knew, but you didn't know for sure. You were just a conspiracy Christian. You didn't know for sure. See, people who don't know, who don't have the facts for sure, you're a conspiracy Christian. You conspiraligious. That's what I like to call it. Till you have actual facts, it's only conspiracy Christianity. But now we got the facts. Because the marketing company who's doing it said, yeah, we doing that. And they came out and said, yeah, sorry. My bad, brother. My bad, brother. So, goddamn, we knew. So it says, concerns about phones listening in on conversations have long been voiced. However, a new analysis indicates that these worries might not be unjustified. It has been revealed that a marketing business that works with big names in the industry, such as Google and Facebook, has acknowledged utilizing smartphone microphones to record customer interactions. According to a 404 media investigation, this data is then utilized to target advertisements as per the reports of the New York Post. Hold on. Woo, this water's still cold. Put this shit in here like 6 hours ago. Y'all should get you one. This is also, it makes your water alkaline. This is the Dylan water bottle. Makes your water alkaline and keeps it cold as hell all day. like 36 hours. I had some cold shit in here before. And it kept it freezing cold. So just saying. So then it says, they're saying it's only when you're talking on the phone that the phone is listening. Now, who believes that bullshit? Who believes that bullshit? Only when you're talking, y'all. It only listens when you're on the phone talking. Not if you got it on the table, set it down. You just watching YouTube. What WDM says, shit. He says, shit. Only when you're talking on the phone, WD. Why you so skeptical, brother? But, okay. So, then we already know there came out, I did a report on this where when you're thinking about stuff, it pops up on your phone. Like these phones can sense your like electromagnetic fields or some shit. Electromagnetic brain impulses. And for lack of a better term, read your mind. I mean, how many times you been thinking about it, some shit, and it popped up on the phone? That's happened to me a few times. I'm like, nigga, if you don't get your bitch ass out of my head, nigga, what the, like, what the hell? But hey, they listening. We knew they listening, which is why, and they're also taking pictures. If you have an iPhone, You know, it constantly takes pictures of you from the face, right? That little strip right there. So what I do, the only time my camera is free is when I'm doing the Saturdays when I'm doing this. Cause right after this, I go get me a piece of tape and cover that shit all the way up. And I use my code to get into my phone. I don't use the facial recognition to get in my phone. I'll take a little extra time. Because pretty much, the longest the length that it takes for them to recognize your face a lot of times, I can put the code in the same time, so it's no different. But that camera is constantly taking pictures of you. Some girl showed it, her boyfriend. She showed her boyfriend. She took like a black light. They had the phone in the dark, and they took a black light. They had a black light camera, and it showed the camera was just constantly taking pictures of the person it was in front of. It was crazy. I'm like, holy shit. I was like, get me some tape. Straight put that shit out of there. So now they listening and they finally admitted it. So, well, we knew that shit all along. But finally now we have some proof. So people can't call us crazy. And tinfoil, what is it? The foil hat gang. So we knew, goddammit, we knew. So moving along, a new company called Reflect Orbital, coming out in 2025, will bring you sunlight in the middle of the night, no matter where you are on Earth. Have y'all heard about this? The company is called Reflect Orbital. And they're going to use like mirrors that they float up, like, I don't know if it's on satellites or or some type of apparatus where they have a bunch of mirrors going up that they put in space, and the mirrors they can position these mirrors to reflect the sunlight no matter where it is around the world to come to you. And you can have a spotlight of sun in the middle. If you're in the middle of the desert, dark as shit in the middle of the desert, you can call for some sunlight. Holy shit. Go look this shit up. They got a whole website and everything. You can sign up, but they have to invite you to the program. So it's called Reflect Orbital. Go check that coming out. That's crazy. You can have sunlight anywhere in the middle of the night. Now, a lot of the flat earther niggas, that was always been a goddamn spotlight up there. Nigga, that wasn't no real sun, nigga. The hell you talking about, nigga? Ain't no real sun, fool. That's always been a spotlight. They just trying to slowly release it to you now by telling you that they can give you spotlight at night, but they trying to slowly release it and tell you it's a spotlight up there that's giving us all this goddamn good love, this sun love. Like, all right. Okay, my niggas. My flat earth niggas. Gotcha. So, again, applications are open, but they have to choose you, like I said. That's my conspiraligious crew. It's always been a spotlight up there. Nigga, that wasn't no real sun. Giving life to the earth, nigga. It's been a spotlight. Just a spotlight that just heats stuff up. It don't give you real life. Well, you gotta explain all the shit that the sun does, that the spotlight does. The esoteric things that the spotlight does. If you think that's a spotlight up there, not the real sun. So that's just crazy to me. The stuff that they have going on now is insane. Being able to bring you spotlight or sunlight in the middle of the night with reflective mirrors. I thought that was crazy. And we should know about it. So go check that out. Reflect Orbital. Sign up if you live out in some place as like some rural place that doesn't have a lot of light. Now, living in LA, we ain't got no use for that shit. We got a street light every goddamn like 10 yards. Every 10 to 20 yards is a street light on the street. There's always lit at night. in LA, so we don't need that shit. But if you live out in the middle of Texas somewhere, out in the middle of in the farm, nigga, I'd be looking into that shit if I was y'all. So, moving along. The last thing in science. Scientists have found a way to turn your skin transparent. Scientists have found a way to turn your skin transparent. So it says a revolutionary new technique uses food dye to provide a window into the body by making skin transparent. Researchers made the skin on the skulls and abdomens of live mice see-through by applying a mixture of water and a common yellow food coloring called tartrazine. Tartrazine, commonly found in cornflakes, sweets, energy drinks, and chicken stock, as well as crisp. I don't know what a crisp is. That's some, what's a crisp? Like a Rice Krispie crisp? Is that what it is? Is that Rice Krispie? Is that, maybe that's what a crisp is, a Rice Krispie? But they said the groundbreaking technique described in the journal Science gives medics a new way to see organs within a body by rendering overlying tissues transparent to visible light. So if they're trying to get in, if you got shot, just bring it, make it a little more, understandable to niggas in the hood. If you got shot and that bullet is in between, like, is in between like the kidney and crisp or chips. Okay, thank you. That's what British people call potato chips. Okay, crisp. My bad. But if your ass gets shot and that bullet is caught between here in the rib and the liver and all that, and they can't see nothing, they can turn the organs clear so they can see where the bullet is. And then go in and get that bullet. Now, what else are they gonna do with this chemical? You think anybody believe they just gonna restrict it to surgeries? Only surgery. That's it. No, only surgery. That's all. We gonna only do it with surgery. Nigga, stop. They are about to make some goddamn invisible soldiers. I think. They about to make some goddamn invisible soldiers with this shit. Just gonna use it for surgery. Get the entire fuck out of here. There's no way they just keep this to surgery. Nigga, you gonna be walking down the street. Lady, somebody just gonna walk up and feel on your booty. And you be like, what the fuck? Nigga walking down the street. Somebody walk up and just punch you in your mouth. Like, motherfucker, what the bitch ass nigga? Like, nigga, who snuck me, nigga? It's about to be some crazy shit going on. And if invisible niggas start walking around, hey, man, one of my favorite movies is The Invisible Man with Chevy Chase. If you haven't seen that movie, please go watch that movie. That's a great movie. Chevy Chase played a great role in that movie, The Invisible Man. But check that out. But they trying to make some niggas invisible. I'm for it. If I can be invisible, I'm all for it. If you just about to make everybody else invisible and them niggas sneaking up, I'm good. But I always wanted to be invisible since I saw that movie with Chevy Chase. That was my movie right there, The Invisible Man. Actually, I may go watch that right after I do this live stream. Always watching the old movies after I come up. Y'all channeling the old movies. I go back and watch these damn movies. So I'm about to go watch that. They said it is yet to be tested on humans as food dyes can be harmful. So they haven't tried it on a human yet. Allegedly. I don't. That's what they saying. Say Ghost Dad. Was that with Bill Cosby? Was that Bill Cosby, Ghost Dad? I don't remember. Yeah, Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon. Yeah, that was a great movie. That shit was great. Kevin Bacon was crazy as hell. Kevin Bacon was, that nigga was crazy as hell in that damn movie. That nigga was damn demon. But that movie was great. But Chevy Chase, Invisible Man, that was the first one I seen. And then I saw Hollow Man. But Hollow Man was great. For sure. Hollow Man was off the chain. That nigga turned crazy and evil though. So, just saying. And we got invisible soldiers coming, everybody. For sure. I would say in the next 10 years, we're going to have some invisible soldiers. That's what I think. So moving along, in nigga news, last couple things. In nigga news, hold on a second. Whoa. I did a crazy ass workout this morning. Oh, my workouts are crazy as hell. But so in nigga news, a Chick-fil-A employee who is a minor accidentally called a customer whose name was Marquise. So Marquise rolled through the Chick-fil-A, had him a little Chick-fil-A order, get the little chicken sandwich with the Polynesian sauce, and you know what I'm saying. Now, Chick-fil-A, they chicken is cool, but the bread is soggy as shit. I don't know what y'all love about Chick-fil-A, but that soggy ass bread with nothing on it and shit, it's the most plain chicken bullshit sandwich I ever had in my life. I was like, good, this is But the chicken is tender though. They do got some good chicken. Whatever they do to the chicken is good. But Marquise ordered a chicken sandwich and some other stuff. He said his name was Marquise, but the kid, the minor, didn't hear him correctly and put monkeys on his he put monkeys on his receipt. And Marquise got the goddamn receipt, like, nigga, what? What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck going on, nigga? He said, nigga, monkey, my name is Marquise, bitch. So he went crazy as hell. This nigga went crazy. Who put monkey on my shit? Blah, 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 where that worker at? Nigga, they went crazy. So the worker who did it, he was only 16. It's his first job. It's his first job. And the Chick-fil-A is mostly run by melanated people. So he was trying to think, he was acting like he was racist or something, but nigga was probably it was probably a nigga, but because they wouldn't show him because he's 16. So they wouldn't give him up to the customer. Right? So he's like, where he at? Where the worker at that put monkeys on my shit? They say, sir, we can't do that. We can't show you the worker. We're sending him home today, blah, 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 but we're going to reprimand. But the dude didn't do it on purpose, though. He just heard, nigga, he heard Marquise and put monkeys on his shit. Now, should the kid be fired, y'all? Should the 16-year-old kid be fired from his first job for mistaking Marquise for monkeys? I want to know what y'all say. Should he? Because they was going back. It was a whole lot of comments and things that, oh man, get that was racist and blah, but they don't even know if the kid was melanated or not. But the whole Chick-fil-A is ran by melanated people. Even the manager was melanated. So I highly doubt that the kid was Caucasian who did it. But this dude, the Marquise, was trying to get him fired. Marquise is on a mission. Nigga, you called me monkeys? Now, I know that ain't the first time somebody called you monkey, Marquise. Nigga, stop playing. But Marquise went on he went on one, boy. He got out the car, went and parked his car, because he was in the drive-thru. Went out and parked his car, came in, was filming with his bitch ass nigga. And they was like, sir, gonna have to ask you to leave. You say he may have been Spanish? He could have been. He could have been Spanish. And probably, yeah. No, that makes a lot. That makes a lot of sense. That he might have been Spanish and didn't really understand Marquise, the name Marquise. That's true. What if he was Venezuelan? He might have been from Venezuela. Might have been one of them Venezuelan immigrants kids that came over here. You never know. But he only 16. Leave that kid alone. Leave that goddamn kid alone, monkeys. Get your monkey ass out of here. I call you monkey, nigga. Get your monkey ass out of here, Marquise. Trying to ruin the little kid's first job. Because he made a mistake, called you monkey. Your name sound like monkey. Marquise, monkeys, Marquis. Hey, nigga, anybody can, hey. Anybody get that little intertwined? Just saying. Leave that little kid alone, monkeys. So then, I'm just saying, that was funny as hell to me. When that nigga, because Marquise went on one. That's nigga, you could not hold Marquise back. But Marquise, you stop tripping. Leave that little kid alone. So moving along, Roly-Poly Martin got caught. Did you see it? I didn't see it, but I heard about it. I saw the stories on it. I'm so glad I didn't get to see it. But Roly-Poly Martin. Finally starting to show, huh? It's finally starting to come out for old Roly-Poly Martin. So for the people who don't know, Roly-Poly Martin was in the middle of a live stream. And you know, when he's trying to show little clips of stories and stuff like that, you know, he has his producers and stuff. They click up and they put it on the screen. And apparently, somehow, an ass naked dude got clipped on the goddamn screen walking through a room. He's like, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Niggas like, hey, oh, hey, oh, what did the click? Oh, shit. Goddamn, Martin. Roly-Poly. Roly-Poly Martin, boy. This is what I call karma. He is always shitting on people. He is always chastising people, abusing people, calling people out, doing all that shit. That's why that dude rolled up on him at the DNC. Was about to beat the brakes off the nigga. Then this is karma right here. What's hidden in the dark will come to light. Roly-Poly. What's hidden in the dark will come to life. So the memes that followed were absolutely hilarious. You understand me? I died for at least damn near 30 minutes straight watching all those memes. Him talking about the Republican dude on CNN. You can't let him get away with stuff. See, when he says that, you got to get up in that ass. You got to get up in that ass. You got to get up, and then they slowed it down. You got to get up in that ass. Oh man, I was dying. Oh, that shit was funny. No diddy either. That shit was fucking funny though. He said, you got to. And then they started just scrolling through all of his old shit like, hey, what have we been missing this whole time? Have he just been showing us and we just slid, it just kind of, it did one of them. Like, what the fuck was that? That was your boy Roly-Poly. And so, why did Tariq Nasheed tweet? Oh, nigga, Tariq Nasheed had me dying. He said, why is random bussy just popping up on Roland Martin's screen? That nigga said, why is random bussy just rolling up, just scrolling up or popping up on Roland Martin's screen? Nigga, random bussy? Random Bussy is hilarious, Tariq Nasheed. He said, why is Random Bussy popping up on rolling screen? Oh, nigga. I fell out for a good 3 to 5 minutes on that one. Tariq Nasheed crazy for that one. That was hilarious. But the memes that they put together in the videos of all of this nigga's pictures with him Roland doing this and all of his pictures and shit. Oh, that shit was fucking funny. That was a great day. That was a great goddamn day. Cause karma is real. This is his karma, y'all. This is his karma. Cause he puts out so much bad energy towards people. It was bound to come back and get him. Just say, hey, man. Just say, Roland, just like, hey, I don't know. Hey. Then he tried to explain it that he got clips of different things that he puts in there and that might about, nah, nigga, We ain't trying to hear no excuses, nigga. We ain't trying to hear it, Rolly. Sorry, cuz. We not trying to hear it. Random Bussy is just invading Roland Martin's hard drive. Now, if that's what you own, Rolly, that's what you own. But nigga, stop talking shit about people. You need to stop talking shit about people because that's when it comes back on you, boy. Just like it did this week, and Lord have mercy, the memes were glorious. Robin Morgan, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Robin Morgan. What's Flyrobiphany? I don't know. What's Flyrobiphany? That shit is hilarious. So last thing I got in police stop law lessons, because goddamn Roller, you got me, I can laugh all day on that one. I can laugh all day on that one. So last thing I got in police stop law lessons, we were talking about this earlier. We were talking about hate speech. Do you have the right to tell someone you will beat their ass? What do y'all say? Do y'all have the right to tell someone that you will beat their ass? Or do you have the right to tell someone they are a bitch ass nigga, a ban? Bitch ass nigga. Do you have the right to tell someone that? Says threat of violence. Okay, let's pull back. Okay, let me pull back. I'll beat your ass. What about just the last one I said? You a bitch ass nigga. Do you have the right to tell somebody that? Will McCain says, definitely. Yes, sir. So Christopher Perkins, not the first one, but the second one. Okay, absolutely. Yep, you can say you a ban. Yep. Everybody says, yeah, you can tell somebody you a bitch ass nigga. Now, what if you knew that calling someone a ban would incite them to fight? What if you knew if I call him a bitch ass nigga, this nigga he gonna want to scrap? Let's see. Yes, that's my opinion. Oh well. Yes. Okay. Still yes. So far, just get ready for that, for the hell. Inciting violence, a trigger. Well, okay, I don't know. Okay, that's the point. I think that's the point. Oh well. Let's see, no worries, that's the point. Okay, now, that would be considered fighting words. Calling someone a ban is not constitutionally lawful. Did y'all know that? Y'all didn't know that, huh? Any insult that you use against a person is actually against the law. They just don't prosecute it. But it is against the law. If they wanted to prosecute you for it, if you got a bitch ass prosecutor and they just wanted to go after you, they could prosecute you for that. So that case is called Chaplinsky v. New Hampshire. That was Chaplinsky v. New Hampshire. 1945. This is when this case was ruled upon. Chaplinsky! You're a bitch-ass nigger! You're a bitch-ass motherfucker, Chaplinsky! You goddamn Polak! I think Chaplinsky is Polish. But so, Chaplinsky versus New Hampshire, 1945. And it says, fighting words such as, fighting words such as insults are not protected free speech of the Constitution. That's crazy, right? Insults. You can't insult somebody lawfully. That's crazy. That's the Supreme Court ruling. Now, so calling someone a bitch ass nigga is, in some states, would get you arrested, depending on who would come after you for it. So then later on, a Supreme Court case, Texas v. Johnson, 1989, it came in and it narrowed it down to speech consisting of a direct personal threat or speech inviting fisticuffs. So if you say, nigga, let's get it. You want to fade? You want to fade? That's unlawful. You can't say that. You want to catch a fade, nigga? So if you tell somebody that can be considered unlawful, which is crazy, right? Calling somebody a band. So I'm saying this so that not that you curtail your speech. I want you to be aware, though. You need to be aware of the things that are out here that can get you caught up. And that's the stuff that we do every day because we're emotional people. When somebody talks shit, do some crazy shit, we own them. We stand on it. We standing on business. What's up there, nigga? What's poppin', nigga? Ain't nothing between us but space and opportunity, my nigga. What's cracking? So you can't say that. Again, it said inviting fisticuffs. Now this is crazy. Again, they don't really rule on it. They don't really prosecute for it unless it actually leads to a fight. But just so you know, if you get pulled over by the police or something like that and you start cursing out the police officer, even if you're not threatening them, if you insult the police officer, they can arrest you. It's why when we do the police stops classes, we teach you to be calm because they're peace officers. That's the name. But when you look up any law or code, it'll call them peace officers. So they are trained to bring the peace when the peace is disturbed. So at a police stop, if you remain peaceful, then you take them out of their comfort zone. They don't know what else to do after that. They don't know what to do. If you remain calm and you don't give them any crazy talk or anything like that, but you can still assert your rights with confidence, but just do it calmly. We just saw a video of this dude doing it last week. This dude was so damn calm. It sounded like he took 2 or 3 volumes before the police stopped. He was so calm. He scared the shit out of the police officers by how calm he was. That's the crazy shit. He was so goddamn calm. He scared the police officers by how calm he was. They was terrified. Like, nigga, you was way too calm. Like, nigga, what's going on? So remain calm. You don't give them any reason to, then try to institute the peace because the peace is disturbed, because it hasn't been disturbed. And now they have to rely on their wits and knowledge of the law in order to complete the stop. So I just wanted y'all to know that right there, because a lot of people don't understand, and we don't know a lot of things we do gets us in trouble, and that's because the lack of information. We don't know the law. This is why you have to get out here and know the law. You don't have the luxury of not knowing the law. The police do. They have qualified immunity. You don't. The judge is going to tell you ignorance of the law is no excuse. So you don't have that luxury. Then really last quick, as far as these bonds, a lot of people be asking me about bonds and stuff like that and the laws. Now in this book right here, I show you where all the bond laws are in your state, and you have to go look them up. And bond laws are different in each state, so there is no uniform way for you going to get a police officer's bond when they violate your rights. So you're going to have to look it up. Some police officers have insurance, some police officers have bonds, some police officers have both. I mean, it's a different. It's new in every jurisdiction. Usually, every municipality you go to is going to be different. That means every city is going to have a different bond law. So, but I wanted you to see that they do write it blatantly in the law sometimes. So this is Virginia. This is the Code of Virginia, Title 52, Chapter 1. It's called Police. The police, state police. All police officers, I'm going to read you this. All police officers appointed by the superintendent of state police and engaged in the enforcement of criminal laws and laws relating to the operation of motor vehicles upon the roads and highways of this Commonwealth shall, before entering upon or continuing in their duties, enter into a bond with some solvent guarantee company authorized to do business in this Commonwealth. A guarantee company is an insurance company authorized to do business in this Commonwealth. Authorized to do business in this Commonwealth as surety. In the penalty of, as surety, in the penalty of $75,000 and with condition for the faithful and lawful performance of their duties. So that's what I tried to tell you. Oaths and bonds. They take an oath to uphold the Constitution, which means your constitutional rights. So when they violate your constitutional rights, they lose the bond. It's tied together. So again, with the with the condition for the faithful and lawful performance of their duties. Such bonds shall be filed in the office of the Department of State Police, and the premiums thereon shall be paid out of the funds appropriated for the maintenance and operation of the Department of State Police. Meaning the state pays for that. So usually, a lot of times the city or the state will pay for the police officer's bond. So they may not even know they have a bond. But in pretty much every jurisdiction, they have to have them have that because they can't have liability come back on the city. So they have to have insurance or a bond. So check this out. All persons injured or damaged in any manner by the unlawful or negligent or improper conduct of any such officer while on duty may maintain an action on such bond. Meaning you can go get the bond. Now that's blatant as you can put it. Again, any persons injured or damaged in any manner by the unlawful, negligent, or improper conduct of any such officer while on duty may maintain an action upon such bond. Now, again, that's the Virginia law. Virginia spelled it plain and clear for you. So you're welcome, people in Virginia. I just gave you a gift. That's the bond law for Virginia. Now, anybody else, you got to go look it up yourself. And how you do that, you got to get over and get the police stop law package. God dang it. Go find the same damn law in this book, the Public Official Bonds book, as you found in Virginia. Are they going to be written like they are in Virginia? Absolutely not. Some of them, most of them are hidden and coded so that you don't know what they say. So you have to go look them up and kind of decode them a little bit. But most of them have plain language on what you can do. But again, you got to get out here. I need a law army. Damn it. I need this law army. Know your rights manual. Everything that you need to know about your traffic stops and Terry stops, which are police stops on foot, and what will happen when police officers violate those rights, their constitutional rights. And then again, when they violate your rights, go get that bond, what I just read to you. Now, you're going to have to do some research. This is not going to be like, yeah, do this, and this. Because, again, it's different in every municipality. This just shows you where to go find the bond laws. But you're going to have to go look them up and do some footwork yourself. Because, again, they move them around like 3-card money so that you don't find them, because they understand that's the last line of defense they have is the bond. If you go get that bond, they can't work anymore. If you pull their bond and you cash out on their bond for violating your constitutional rights, they can't work without the bond. That's the law. So again, get in here, get your stuff. Again, constitutional rights card that lets the police officers know your rights and what will happen when they violate your rights. And qualified immunity card and notice lets the police officers know they lose their qualified immunity when they violate those constitutional rights. They lose the shield that the courts gave them to protect them when they violate your rights, and they don't know they did it. But when you alert them they're in violation, they're in danger of violating your constitutional rights, and you get it on camera before they do it, then they lose. Bam! And all of this right here, you get all of this, and the 5 decks of flashcards. While I have the flashcards left, I'm running out of flashcards, so y'all better this deal is not ongoing. I'm only doing this right now while I have some flashcards left because I got to order more. So get in there and get this deal while you can. You get the 5 flashcards, all of this when you order the great book of Melanin Research. Again, the only place you can get this is from me, realnagas.com. You get the hard copy and you get all of this. All of this comes in the package. This is what you get. All of this. Actually, this is 2 books. So you get 2 of these books, part 1 and part 2, and you get all of that, bam, right there for the low price. Also, for people who don't have PayPal, this was a problem for people last week. Some people didn't have PayPal and they wanted to get the deal. So if you don't have PayPal, you can cash at me. And when you cash at me, just say this is for the police stop law package, the Great Book of Melanin Research package. Say that, and I will. And even if you want any of the other stuff, you don't want the book, but you can cash at me for that stuff. So cash app Real Nagas the number 9 if you want any of that. Again, you get the 5 decks of flashcards, the 2 police stop flashcards, the 2 law and government flashcards, and then the United States Supreme Court police stop decisions. So you get all of these. So you're going to be armored up. You're going to be armored up when you go and deal with the popo. All right. And then please make sure you get out and support the homie Timmy Tight Top at We Juice. Make sure you hook him up and go get some of these beautiful juices. I don't got my surprisingly sweet Timmy Tight Top. I'm waiting on that, boy. But I'll get at you next week. But if you want some of these juices, 323-776-2587. Again, 323-776-2587. And Timmy Tight Top will hook you up. That's it for me. I'm hungry as hell. I have not eaten. I worked my ass out this morning like crazy and have not eaten since then. So I'm losing some muscle while I'm sitting here talking to you niggas. So I got to get out and get me some chicken shawarma so I can build up these guns, baby. Build up these beautiful guns. And then, be able to be ready to slap the shit out of somebody when they talk crazy. But till then, until next week, appreciate you guys. Thank you everybody for hitting the Cash App because there is no more super chat. It took me out the game. So appreciate you for supporting on that end, doing it any way we can. Also, again, you can support by going to buy some books, realnagas.com, the Great Book of Melanin Research, and I will give you everything in the law package for free. And if you want to learn the law for free, please get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. We're signing them up. We're knocking them out. Please, please don't miss out on learning the law and upping your game for what's getting ready to come in the future. All of this law, this lawfare and whatever the establishment gets ready to throw at us, you'll be ready for that. So again, knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Sign up as a volunteer. Just let us know you want to be a volunteer. We'll send you a questionnaire. You fill that out, and then you send it back, and then we'll give you an interview time. So right here, don't miss out on being part of the 1 million Johnny Cochran Army, baby. It's gonna be off the chain. I'm telling you, when we smash on the goddamn system, y'all want to be a part of that. So get over and do it right now while we're still building. All right. Appreciate y'all. I am tired and I'm hungry and hot as hell. It is 99 goddamn degrees, and so I'm about to be out of here. Thank all my people, all my moderators. I appreciate you. Thank everybody hitting the Cash App. I'm gonna catch y'all next week. Peace.